people who think that this all began the day that President Obama took office. Well, it's not quite the case. When President Clinton left office, this country was running, in fact, a very significant surplus, and the projections were that we were going to continue to run a surplus. During the 8 years of President Bush, for a number of reasons, including the war in Iraq, the war in Afghanistan, including huge tax breaks for the wealthiest people in this country, including a Medicare Part D prescription drug program, and including the Wall Street bailout, among other things, all of which were not paid for. Those are the primary reasons that we saw an almost doubling of the national debt during the Bush administration. And since President Obama has been in office, we have passed a stimulus package, also adding to the deficit in national debt. But here we are today with a $13.8 trillion national debt, $1.4 trillion deficit, and almost all Americans are in agreement that this is a very serious issue. So the first point that I would make is that it seems to me to be unconscionable for my conservative friends and for everybody else in this country to be driving up this already too high national debt by giving tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires who don't need it, and in a number of cases, Mr. President, don't even want it. Here's one of the interesting ironies. There are lists of many, many very wealthy people who've come forward and say, sure, I want a tax break. Everybody wants a tax break. But you know what? There are other priorities in this country. I don't need it. And two of the wealthiest people in the world, Bill Gates of Microsoft, Warren Buffett, Berkshire, these are billionaires, and they said it's absurd. We don't need a tax break for the country. You're hearing a lot of folks who have a lot of money saying, don't drive up the deficit and force our kids to pay higher taxes to pay off the national debt in order to give tax breaks to the richest people in this country. Now, Mr. President, we have been told really not to worry too much because the extension of these tax...
All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Gamer City League. My name is Thomas. I'm joined with Stu and maybe Matt later. We'll find out. And we are bringing you guys a great game today between Team Blue Corn Tortilla and Team Permanent Team 3, I believe.
Yes.
All right. So, gonna be a fun match tonight, I think. Every team has played so far, I believe, so we've gotten a chance to see all these teams in action at least at one point. So, Stu, do you have any thoughts about either of these teams? Any like opening thoughts you want to start with?
Honestly, I think a lot of this is definitely going to be decided in draft. Both teams are very knowledgeable about each other and definitely know what each person would like to play. And I think depending on who they let get a pick that they would prefer will definitely kind of swing the way each game goes tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that sort of is how a lot of these games go out there. It's like drafts are pretty important, and picking comfort, I think in particular, like champions you're going to execute well on is just so valuable that the team that usually gets more comfort, I think, is in a better spot. That being said, I do think that, in my opinion at least, Blue Corn Tortilla has a slight edge. I think that just like lane to lane, I think that Blue Corn Tortilla, I think that Ardit is slightly stronger than Dario, and I think at the mid is kind of a toss-up, and I think the bot's kind of a toss-up, and I think that Lily is a slightly stronger jungler, so I think there might be a slight like player edge to Blue Corn Tortilla, but I think that's not saying that I don't think PTT can't win. I think that they're very capable of winning this match. So I excited to see how the first game goes, because also in my opinion I feel like the first game in many ways determines how like the whole series is going to go, because
Mhm.
um mental is like a big thing, I think. And a lot of people just, if their mental kind of goes downhill, they just don't recover, and it becomes very very difficult um to win, even if you have a better draft or whatever. There are other factors that are helping you in a second game or third game. So I usually look to see who wins the first game, and I usually think that's the most competitive game. And then after that, I feel like it usually is not very competitive. So uh, I think
I
it'll be very interesting to watch the first game and see how that goes.
I think with both of these teams, we could actually expect possibly an upset like game two.
Mm,
Uh, I know generally game one is usually the most competitive, but a lot of the times, sometimes getting that first win will go to people's heads and
yeah.
will allow the other team to make a comeback. And I think both of these teams have a few people on them that do occasionally let wins get to their heads. So I think it could be
Hmm.
an interesting series tonight.
Yeah, I think it's almost like the inverse of tilt, where it's like you, but it's equally as dangerous. Where if you get
Mhm.
overconfident and you think you can't lose, and then if you start losing, that makes the tilt after the loss even worse, because you're like, we should be winning, aren't we winning?
Mhm.
Um. Oh, cool. We're getting in. Up the bands. We've started bands. All right. So PTT starts off with a Thresh ban. That's
And the
towards
predicted
Waffle. He
Annie
is a
ban.
Thresh player, I know. Annie ban, of course, makes sense.
Mhm.
Let's see. Hovering on this ban. Nothing hovered yet. The Rengar ban,
Rengar ban.
or Rengar hover. So I think this is for Lily.
Mhm.
I guess she
Yeah, for
plays a lot of
Lily.
assassins, right? So I
She
guess
is
this is,
very good on Rengar. Yeah.
yeah. So I guess this is probably targeting that. Um, Olaf.
Olaf ban for Steven. Mm,
Yeah.
interesting choice.
I mean, Olaf's just a very simple jungler and just a very like good jungler. So I can kind of understand the Anivia ban against Arland. I mean, Anivia is just a
Mm,
pretty strong champion, so it makes sense. The Lulu ban. Um,
mm.
that was.
I really think it'd be interesting if they left Evelyn open here. Steven is very comfortable on Evelyn.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, I think that probably part of it is that they want to try to. The Aurelia lock-in for Dario. So that's one of the
yeah,
champions that he plays a lot, I know. So excited to see how that turns off. I think like his Aurelia plus his Yasuo have like really high pop-off potential, but also really high int potential. So I think well, it'll be interesting to see which one we get this game,
we'll see which one gets first blood.
right? All right, so Kai'Sa lock. That's very standard, very strong. Ornn.
Mhm.
So Ardit, I know, plays a decent amount of Ornn, so that doesn't surprise me if he locks this in. He's a pretty talented Ornn
Mhm.
player, I would say. So we'll see if they lock it in now. Looks like still. So they lock in the Ornn.
Mhm.
So I like the Ornn too, because your itemization against the Aurelia, you can just go, Bramble into Sunfire, and Aurelia probably can't really kill you anymore. So
Mhm.
it gives you the lane becomes a lot more manageable once you can get some tank items. All right, the Malzahar. All right, pretty
Great choice.
great choice. I mean, it's a bread and butter of Josh. He's a very strong Malzahar player, I would say. Um, it's really good for neutralizing the mid lane and stuff like that. What the mid lane of the enemy chooses. So make sure that they don't play something that'll pop off, or something that'll have a lot of effects in team fights, because you can just choose that target and take him out. See, the Pantheon support, a classic for Luke. He played it both games last week, and he really showed well for it. So pretty classic, I would say. see.
I
Do we
certainly
have-
think with the Malzahar and Pantheon, along with the Aurelia, they definitely have a lot of CC.
Rek'Sai. Does Lily play a lot of Rek'Sai? Or is that a miss? Let's see. It's not Rek'Sai. It's Leo. Okay, Leona. Alright, so Leona pick. So okay, standard support. Makes sense. It's good anti-dive, good against Pantheon. Because when the Pantheon is trying to stun with his what was it? His E? Is this stun, I think, right? Where he jumps. And you can interrupt it with Leona's Zenith Blade, so it's good for the counter engage. Oh, a lot of typing going on.
It looks like the ban was Nautilus and not Kate.
Okay. Okay, I guess they think it's a not Pantheon support. I mean, I would be very surprised if it's not Pantheon support. Because, I mean, I know Luke plays a lot of Pantheon support. And
I definitely haven't seen Steven on Pantheon jungle, so I don't
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
We have a poll, actually, if anyone in the chat wants to vote on who they think the winner of this game or series is going to be. So, you know, feel free to vote there and let us know your thoughts. But so the last band's a Vel'Koz band. Makes sense. Arlen plays a lot of Vel'Koz, very good at Vel'Koz.
Very strong.
So let's see. It'll be fun to see what these other picks are. So Orianna hover for now. Orianna's a pretty standard mid laner.
Very safe.
Very safe. So I think that's a good pick. I know Arlen has played a decent amount of these like kind of Syndra, Orianna, like these kind of standard. Ooh, the Callista for... Oh, nope. It was a bait. So the Ashe hover. Kog'Maw. Oh, no.
This certainly looks like it'll be an interesting battle. The Mundo is very strong.
I don't know. Kog'Maw is hard to play, and if you're not an ADC player and your positioning isn't good, I worry. So
Kog'Maw is very difficult, but I do believe they do have a very good front line for him, and I think that
they have Mundo. That's true, and I guess with the Malzahar ult, you can try to get people off from you. So the Kindred lock in for Lily. Just pretty standard carry jungler. So what do you think about these drafts overall? Who do you think won draft?
honestly, I think they can both could both win this game if they play to their strengths. Right now, it looks like Permanent Team 3 is going for more control. They're trying to make sure they get objectives, have control around the mid lane, and basically, blue corn tortilla chips are very. They're kind of tanky, but with that Kindred ult, they're trying to avoid getting like poked out by like the Malzahar silence, by the Mundo Q. If they can avoid getting poked down and really maintain their ground, get a good engage with the Ornn ult and the Leona, and with the Oriole on top, I think they have a very good chance of performing very well in team fights. But if they get picked off by Malzahar or Aurelia or get caught out, that's what I think will decide this game, is if they can avoid getting caught out and avoid getting picked.
What is up, guys?
Oh, looks like we've been joined by Matt. Welcome.
An Italian needs his pasta, so I'm all pastaed up now.
Well, so we were talking about the draft right now. So my biggest concern is that I think there's not much peel for the Kog'Maw. I mean, you have the Pantheon, and you have the Malzahar, which is some peel, but
Dr. Mundo and Aurelia are both.
It's your future.
I mean, okay.
Sorry, can somebody stream so I can see?
Tanks.
Um,
I think they can be a good frontline, especially with the CC that they provide. They might not be as tanky as like Dr. Mundo or like Ornn. But I do think that they will provide enough of a front line where they can at least keep everyone else off the Kog'Maw. And if they do that well, if they can just CC the enemy team and make sure that they don't get on the Kog'Maw, I think that's what they're playing for.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm always a little skeptical about the Kog'Maw pick in general, and I just know that Andrew is not an ADC player. He's a top laner, and if you're positioning these fights like a top laner, like I feel like sometimes he will as ADC, just stepping up too far, he's gonna get absolutely walloped. So I just, I want Andrew to prove me wrong. I want Andrew to play team fights immaculately, and I want him to, pop off on this Kog'Maw super hard. And I will publicly apologize on stream to him for having any doubt if he pops off. But it's it's a difficult champion to play, especially if you're not used to playing ADCs. And while I guess there is some peel on his team, I feel like there's just not that much like I don't know, when you think of like what you normally pair a Kog'Maw with, you either think of like the Lulu for the ult, the shields, and the knockups, or you think of like an Alistar that has the knockaways and stuff like that. I feel like it's just.
I mean, the Pantheon's got the point and click stun though.
Yeah, but with the Leona, that can be interrupted relatively easily, like with a Zenith Blade. So I think that like. Again, if he positions well in fights, then I think it could work. But I just wonder. It's a high risk, high reward pick. And also, you don't really have a tank. I mean, you have the jungle tank, but you don't really. You have a Aurelia in the top lane, so that's not really providing much tank or peel. Aurelia is just kind of like going to the back line and doing damage herself. So, who on this team is staying by the Kog'Maw besides Mundo? Like, Pantheon's gonna be going in to some degree. Malzahar is a mage, so it's like not really gonna peel, even if he's gonna be like standing back too, I guess, but not really peeling in any way besides the ult. But the ult is once per team fight. And like Mundo, I guess, will be probably theoretically standing close to the Kog'Maw, but I don't know. Puts a lot of pressure on Andrew to be the performer.
Thomas, I personally think you're gonna need to get an apology ready, because I think, because my counterpoint to you is, who's going to dive onto Andrew? Like, who specifically will dive into him? And it's really gonna be like. I mean, they're mostly ranged. I'm gonna look at their comp again, but I thought I saw like Ornn, Kindred.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, who's gonna actually jump onto them? Like, they'd have to literally get the Ori ult on him, I guess. But the Kai'Sa is the only one, and I'm thinking Josh can stare at him, Luke can point and click him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot that can stun him, but I'm curious to see if Andrew's gonna actually get assassinated.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is that like, just look at if you look at the pick on PTT, they have the Ori ult, they have the Leona ult, they have the Ornn ult. They have a lot of tools to engage fights and pick and stuff. And the Ori ult doesn't care about a front line. The Ori ult, you can just place the ball behind the front line. Leona ult doesn't care about a front line. You can just do the solar flare. Is that what it's called? The ult on the back line. Like. The Ornn ult will go through the back line. There's just not like their CC isn't really like peelable. It's not like you have to like the Pantheon CC. You have to walk up to the back line. You have to like get through the front line. But with a lot of the CC on PTT, they don't need to get to the back line. They can just be on the front line and get their CC to the back line. So I don't know. I mean, it's not the absolute worst case scenario. Like, there's no Malphite, right? So it's not like Doomsday for the Kog'Maw, but Kog'Maw has to play really careful, I'd say. Let's see. Do we have any fun?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I'm really curious to see how this goes, because I have never seen Andrew. I don't think I've ever seen it. The one time I've seen Andrew on Kog'Maw is when we meme picked Kog'Maw Lulu in the bot lane.
He has
in norms.
14,000
Wow.
points on it, so he's
Yeah,
played a little Kog'Maw, I suppose, but...
His Kog'Maw doesn't get around.
Alright, so... Yeah, I just loaded in, but it's not, like, the game hasn't started yet.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I'm still at 0-2. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you loaded in yet, Connor? Alright, I'll pause. You're in. So, are you at 6, 7, 8? Oh. Alright, I'm a little behind. So, are you at like 20 right now? Cool. Alright, so, alright, let's see how, if we have any interesting level 1 plays. Look like just fanning outs from both teams, so it doesn't look like there will be any excitement quite yet.
I mean, hey, you never know. We could see Miguel fire a Kaisa W into the enemy mid lane tower, because that actually does tower. No, dude, it would be busted if that did tower damage. But anyway.
Alright, so yeah, nothing too crazy at the moment. Just fanning out. So I guess we sort of talked about the comps as a whole, but I don't think we've talked about the lanes yet in particular. So do we have any lane matchups that we're interested in watching?
Honestly, I do think bot lane is going to be interesting to watch. I feel like mid will be relatively even. And top, I think top can go kind of either way. I think it kind of favors orange just a little bit.
I'm most curious about mid lane. I've spent by far the least amount of time playing or looking at mid lane, with the exception of when I'm mid jungle duoing with Josh. So me learning anything about mid lane is like learning that 2 + 2 is 4 as a first grader. Like it's pretty freaking awesome. So I'm looking forward to seeing mid lane matchups.
Pause. Well, so Arctic got a really good trade-off though right before his bathroom break. So you know, he's showing the power of the level 1 like Ornn Brittle. And also of note, I see that Lind went for the tier, and Josh has the Dorn's ring, so he should theoretically probably have a little bit more power before either of them back. Like this, you know, early stint, I think Josh should have the push, and you know, it'll be interesting to see if he does anything with that or if he just sort of just farms. On the bot lane, you have the Cole on the Kog'Maw, which honestly does not surprise me.
Yeah, he beat me to it with Cole.
Yeah. Because, you know, he's probably he shouldn't be getting any 2v2 kills. So he just wants to farm it up with the Cole and scale. So I think nothing too out of the ordinary with items.
Yeah, I did not know, like, because I don't see Cole often. I don't know if it's because I don't like play enough of the game. So is Cole like, what is Cole? Is it like tier where it's like a starting item or it's like a first back item?
Yeah, so basically it's 400 gold and it's 450 maybe. It's 450. And you get some like passive gold income from it, and once you get 100 CS, you get a bunch of extra gold from it and you can sell it. So the idea is that you're just last hitting, and then once you get your 100 CS, you get a bunch of extra gold. So it's a way to sort of make up for if you aren't getting kills in lane, for example, and if you just want to scale. So It's an item that you'll usually see on like scaling champs, or if you're in a bad matchup in the top lane, for example. You might go cull first back because you're not expecting to get kills of any kind. So, I mean, I think it just shows that Andrew is rightfully so just looking to scale in this early game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
We may be getting the game to restart soon, or not restart. To resume soon. So.
Yep, it's resuming right now. Looks like.
Oh yeah,
so,
here we go.
All right.
Let's talk jungle clears. Steven's looking to do potentially 4 or 5 camps, unless he does his Krugs here. Lily doing blue Grump, and then either gonna do Wolves red or probably just red. Let's see. Well, yeah, she's stopping at Wolves. I like this from both junglers. They're probably going to meet. They could meet soon, so I wonder what's going to happen there. I don't know who wins that. Nice trades top 2.
Dario's so chunked. He's just not respecting the grasp trading with the Ornn at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like that Steven is really low on the Mundo, and he's going to contest the Scuttle that's about to spawn, which I guess with the double buffs, you know, he'll recover some HP, but I don't think Mundo damage is.
Yeah, I think this is
base damage
dangerous for Steven.
Like, I think this is kind of dangerous. I think Lily just kills him here.
Yeah.
Oh, he has the flash? Yeah, I think. Yeah, Lily just killed him.
Yep.
Might get traded for it, but doesn't look like it. Wow, yeah, just very greedy pathing by Steven, I would say.
Yeah.
He had no business contesting that Scuttle, and now he's going to lose camps for it, and the Scuttle.
I like this call by him though, potentially going for the bot Scuttle, and Lily's unlucky with the mark spawning down there. So I'm curious if she. I don't think she makes it in time.
Massive wave top lane being
I
shoved
think
in.
she just takes the top Scuttle and loses to Mark.
Yeah. Art is just being very oppressive to Dario. See, Lily's going straight to the bot Scuttle
Yeah,
Crab.
she's wrapping around. She could
not
make
gonna
it. She very well.
Oh wait,
there's
they're collapsing. I think Steven's dead again.
Oh yeah, Steven.
Steven is dead again.
But here's Josh. This could be a fight.
Yeah,
oh, there's a nice
But
engage on him though.
Yeah, he's dead. Bot lane's rotating now for some reason. I'm kind of confused. I think it's a little late.
Yeah, this is disastrous
Yeah,
for
this
blue
is
team
bad.
here.
Oh yeah, he has to give up flash. He might be dead still. Yeah, I think he's still dead. Andrew has to heal. Yeah, he's still dead. That was very questionable, I think. I don't know why. Like, Steven was dead no matter what, so I don't know why you try to save him there. Very, very interesting. Already seeing a 1.5k gold lead for Blue Corn Tortilla. This is not what you like to see. 4 or 5 minutes in a lead like this.
Especially into something like Kindred that has
Oh
I think
no.
at least a
Even
Oh,
just
and
getting
she's-
farmed. Oh boy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Oh boy. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
That is rough.
yeah, you just
know.
when you're behind on jungle, I just don't think you can face check stuff anymore. You know, like
As the jungler,
and I
this
feel like
stinks because
getting
you
picked
don't.
off
You,
for
you feel
time.
just paranoid now because you're worried. Like, is the enemy jungler here? Because if the enemy jungler's there, you're dead.
Yeah.
yeah,
And getting picked off that much, it really takes a toll on you mentally. Like, you can't go in your jungle, like, you can't farm, you're super behind. It's really hard not to tilt, and I know Steven is a little bit prone to,
yeah, yeah. Well, at least he has 2 camps up on the top side, and the Scuttle Crab is spawning top side. So, I mean, I don't know if he can contest the Scuttle Crab because he's a level down. And just items wise, Lily has already completed the Berserker's Greaves. But maybe if Steven can get some help from his top laner.
and there's a brawl going bot lane?
Nope. Looks like Steven.
Steven getting potentially collapsed on or ganking.
Yeah.
This is a little.
Over.
This could be a little difficult for him.
Oh,
though.
but a
There's a
teleport from the mid
TP.
lane.
Just tell
Oh,
me.
this is good. I think. If Malzahar
Oh,
can
but they back off.
get the
yeah.
ult, might be able to kill him.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's almost
no, I
up.
think-
Yep,
There's the
flash
ulti.
ult. There we go.
There's a dead Ornn.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
And now they get Scuttle Crab too, so that's really good. That was a great TP by Josh. Great heads-up play.
And they're saving a mark. This is huge, denying Lily
Yeah.
some scaling.
Mhm.
This is going to give them the breathing room they need.
Arda has TP, so he shouldn't be missing too many minions here. But you know, TP advantage in the top lane for PTT. So that was really important to hopefully try to stem the bleeding a little bit. You know, gold lead hasn't changed much, but stabilizing a little bit, very important. And Josh with a kill, maybe a little extra gold, might be able to snowball that into something. So, very good play.
And the Mundo with a little extra farm now, he's gonna that Bammy Cinder is important and expensive. So the quicker he gets online with that, the easier his time is going to be.
Yeah.
So with that scuttle and
so
with these camps,
looks like Josh is shoved in and warded, so he should be relatively safe from ganks at the moment. Looks like Ornn is going to ward the, or at least scrying bloom the and ward the enemy jungle topside. So now Blue Corn Tortilla will have some more information on where Steven is, so they should know likely right now that he is bot side because they can see. I think they can. Oh, they actually can't quite see the blue buff, so they don't actually know.
yeah, if that ward goes over the wall, I think it sees. Yeah, it should see the blue buff.
Yeah.
But like
But they're
they
looking to
know
make a
Steven
huge
bot
play
side.
down
Well,
here.
oh, gank
They know they-
bot. Oh yeah.
I guess they think they win this, but here, look at all that
no, yeah,
damage.
it's
Oh,
two
they-
quick
Andrew's
kills.
just dead.
Maybe a trade kill. Maybe a trade kill. Not
But
quite.
that's the red team tower. Luke's dead too by the looks
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, but a good trade fight for Dario in the top lane. Good chunk onto to Ardit. It's looking a little dire though right now.
It's definitely not insurmountable though.
It's not. but-
It's not. Like of course Andrew can, like for instance Andrew scales really hard as Kog'Maw. So this is like with scaling as powerful as that, I dare say it's not really lost until your Nexus explodes. But I don't really know too much.
Yeah, my one concern is that the enemy team has, you know, two marksmen with Kindred and Kaisa, and they're both up 3 kills. So
Can we see
Yeah.
all these marks? Because
we have to.
Like, I think you can click on her.
Yeah. So she has just
Mundo.
1 mark. Oh no,
no
0.
marks. Okay, so that's important because once she gets fed and 4 marks, that's gonna be tough with that range increase.
Toggles. Oh, that's. Oh.
Down goes the dragon, but here comes the fight.
Here we go.
Blue team looking for some retribution.
Yeah, good kill or good kill
Stunned
probably.
by
Oh,
Josh.
just flashes out. Oh no.
Oh,
Commits the flash, but I think
But
Yeah.
they're not letting him get away. Not on Dario's watch. He's not getting
checking,
away,
though.
but
Oh,
Oh,
he
no.
did.
could be
I think he-
escaping.
oh,
Oh,
he's
no.
out!
In the
Oh
nick of
my gosh,
time.
insane.
That is very sad because Dario invested a flash and a TP for that
Mhm.
and doesn't get a kill, which is
That's
very unfortunate. Because Arctic just gets plates now, up on CS. It's just not what you like to see. But you know, the Rift. Oh wait.
They got Rift
Bot
Herald.
lane? 2v1 kill against Miguel. Okay. Nice.
Andrew scaling,
good.
boys.
Okay.
That Rift Herald got blue team some plates.
Yeah, and with
it's,
the Rift Herald
it's-
and the kill, it's
look
neutralized
at the gold deficit.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're,
almost
they're
gone.
back in the game.
So crazy. I was not watching the play bot, so I didn't see how that kill went. But you know, Pantheon. It just shows that Pantheon's kill potential is just super high. Oh, the Zenith Blade attempt misses, but good idea.
Close one for sure. It
Yeah,
was a good
I mean,
idea.
Yeah, I think it just shows that Pantheon is just an insane, like in terms of kill pressure, just has a lot of base damage. So even if he has a weak ADC, if it's like a 2v1 situation like that, Pantheon's probably going to be able to get the kill regardless, you know? So, bit of a misplay there from Miguel, but you know the team is still relatively ahead, so doesn't have to worry too much yet.
But we could see a collapse on Josh if he keeps walking, but he gets out.
Yeah, no, I don't think
that could have been pretty disastrous if he kept walking
Oh.
to that river there.
Going back in.
Red team can't get enough of Josh's awesomeness, and they want some action with him. I mean, am I wrong though? Josh is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
He has definitely been applying pressure, and he did go up and kind of, honestly, give them a chance at a comeback by teleporting top early game and carrying that first kill for his team.
Yeah, that Mal's ult is always going to be so useful.
He's definitely been.
Case in point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like a pit.
But is it enough to lock him down? It is. The whole
Yeah.
team's just there, and Arlen is just dead. Beautiful coordination.
Communication there.
yeah.
Yep,
I mean,
it's very good.
Again, I think that
And no one.
Luke just uses Pantheon very well. Like, is very cognizant of what he can do with his ult. This is risky by Andrew. I mean, yeah, it just gets,
There's a
just gets
stun,
killed.
and that could be the kill.
Yep.
That was very greedy. I was kind of confused by that pathing. Oh, that was Kog'Maw. But it looks like a gank in the top
Even on
lane.
the Mundo gank top lane here.
But yeah, the Ornn can just get out, but they might go for a dive. Looks like they're going for a dive.
Looks like it is.
For some reason, Aurelia's tanking though.
Tanking for
Yeah, they
Steven.
messed that up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
and the flash out of the
Ooh.
stun.
Oh
Yep.
no. Yeah, I mean,
And
Arden would be
Arden
outplayed.
survives.
And
But
Lily
he's
like
looking
counter jumping
good.
on the other side, so that was just really oh my god, is he gonna kill Dario? Yeah, that was the Mundo there definitely should be the one starting with the tanking because as you guys saw, like Dario wasn't even attacking. Like the Dario was just standing at the turret, like aggro's range, and just not attacking the orange. They just had no damage to kill him with. So, you know, not a very clean dive. So, and now he loses the entire bot side jungle for that. So,
Good ward from Josh, trying to keep tabs on exactly what Lily's doing.
oh, I think Andrew's dead
but-
here. Yeah, he stepped
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. He stepped up too far.
Oh, the flash. The flash and
Oh,
blade.
no.
Close.
Oh,
the
the
Pantheon
Pantheon
spear.
Spear is so
Oh,
close.
Pantheon's dead
Oh, but
too.
they're. Yep.
But he dies for it.
Yeah.
That is rough on blue team.
Both
Yeah.
teams have definitely
Just-
shown some good communication
Yeah.
when they're
I mean,
rotating to assist with getting kills.
The mistakes are adding up. Red team is beginning to acquire a bit of a gold advantage again.
Yeah, it's at
with
2K.
around, almost 2K. But it's very winnable for blue team because even without having scaled, they were able to kind of bring this gold close the gap. So it definitely can be done at any
Yeah.
stage in the game, really. And here's the flash mid lane.
Mid, yep.
oh
There's
wow.
the kill,
okay.
the snare, and the death.
I mean, yeah, the Malzahar setup is just very strong, but like important to note here, they don't have the Malzahar ult for this dragon fight now, and the Leona ult,
They're all
is like the Fed
rotating
80s.
down.
Oh, Leona ult's also on cooldown, but you know, Leona
Not for much
engaged with
longer.
just 2 Fed ADCs. It's risky.
But it looks like blue team can get this. They get it.
Teleport? There's a teleport
At what
though.
cost? Lily's gonna have to
Okay.
pop the
Kindred
Kindred
ult?
R to survive. Here's a big Ornn ult, and Steven is looking like he's going to fall.
Yeah, it looks like blue
As will
team's
other
gonna
members of
get
blue
wiped
team.
here. But they're not fully wiped, but just one death actually. Honestly,
But here in goes
oh,
Adrian,
2 deaths. Okay,
Yep.
so not
And
ideal.
they're
But
looking.
and they're
not
looking
terrible.
for more
That's
still.
fun.
Potential
Yeah.
kill on Andrew in the bot lane.
that was
But
honestly
yeah,
very
he's
good.
staying really safe.
Ornn ult and teleport by Ardip. He disrupted everyone that was inside the Kindred ult and made it so that Kindred was like the first one who was able to act out of it because the ult was coming down around the same time that the Ornn ult was being applied. So it gave Lily the ability to escape from death and like come back in afterwards and just clean up. So very, very well timed Ornn ult, but did Did Josh teleport into his death? Looks like there's gonna be a 4-person dive. Let's see if he can outplay this. Nice shoot.
Beautiful
for the-
dodge, but the Kaisa goes in and Josh.
Oh,
Wait,
he's
I think he
in-
already minion,
And he
but he still
flashed.
gets him with the flash.
Oh, but the Dario.
But Dario's in here now,
Okay,
and he's
Dario
gonna get
double
a
kill.
big shutdown.
Big shutdown. Oh,
Here comes the Pantheon ult in the top jungle. As Steven's fighting Ardit in near the river. The med team is rotating,
Oh,
but he
killed-
gets
oh, this
Adrian.
is-
Well, here comes
this is gonna be a
Pantheon.
fight.
Yep.
Big shutdowns all around. You get a shutdown. You get a
Yeah,
shutdown.
wow,
Everybody gets a
big
shutdown.
Team fight.
They're definitely looking to come back. Yeah.
Big
And that's
team
an
fight.
ace.
Wow.
And
Wow.
just like that, 2K gold leads down to
Wow, Dario with
300
the
gold.
clutch double kill against Kindred and Arlen that's like the big 2 damage dealer, so it just opens up the possibility for the rest of his team to come in and clean up. Really
Like-
big shutdown. The gold's back to even, and dragons are even, and they're gonna get rift. So honestly, I think that PTT is in a slightly better spot right now.
Yeah. Not only that, they're. I don't know with that last fight how many marks the Kindred got, but again, like I don't think she's at 4 yet. Which
Let's
is.
find out. She's at 4.
Oh, she is at 4. Okay. So this is where it gets interesting. The other thing is Andrew's starting to really scale up.
Yeah. I mean, Andrew is not too far on CS, and he has that cull that he completed semi-recently. Oh, but
Here's the
before
bot
I say
lane
that, gank in the bot lane, but nothing comes of it. Oh, but...
Yeah, good vision by the red team, getting really deep wards
Dario
in bot lane
TPing
jungle.
top?
in the bot
I
side
don't
jungle.
know how I feel about this. That was risky. Yeah, and he dies for it.
Ooh, yeah.
I
Wow.
don't know why he's teleported to the minion.
He got
and not the
melted
tower.
though.
If he was going to do a TP play, I think he should have TP'd
But
to
here
the
it
tower.
comes.
Yeah, let's see the
Josh's
interesting choice.
attractiveness is going to
Let's
he's
see.
gonna
I mean,
stare at
there's the
somebody.
Pantheon.
Look at that.
Oh.
Oh man.
He used ult, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
used
ulted
that
and-
cleanse or QSS
But
or
I
something.
think they're gonna clean up,
But-
so it's gonna end up being a 2v2, I think. Oh, but maybe he gets out.
But he might get out. He
He
gets out.
Yep.
There's
And if they
members of red
overchase,
team.
they're gonna get killed. If they overchase, they're gonna get killed. Oh, looks like Luke is overchasing. Oh, but luckily,
No,
Oh.
that's an yeah. This could actually be bad on Lily. Luke's gonna be able to defend himself, but get killed
Yeah.
by that Kindred range, and R is gonna allow Lily and Adrian to stay alive and kill Andrew for the double. Who wins this?
looks like the
wet
Steven
noodle fight?
Kill and Ardit in the bot lane. Ooh, but with all that gold they've got in the top lane, yeah, overcommitting on the fight there. I do not think that they needed to fight that.
Red team again, 2.5k gold up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how these games go a lot of the times. Just whoever throws last, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Mundo just finished his Spirit Massage. That's pretty big.
Definitely one of the things that the red team has going for them is that they do constantly have vision around objectives.
Yeah, their vision control, like if you look at the red wards, they have a vision line throughout the entire river. And if you look at like blue vision, they have none. You know, in terms of vision, we have no vision. They have a ward on their red buff and that's it. So, but it looks like blue is going for Baron, which
Baron at 20 minutes.
probably gets seen on the ward by red, but they're all bot sides, so they might be able to burst it down with the Kog'Maw damage.
Maybe
I
the
don't
red
know.
team is heading over now, but like
well,
honestly,
might
it
not
could be
get
too
there soon
late.
enough.
I think they're too late.
But I wonder if here's the smite.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
close. I think that was at
Oh,
19
wait,
health.
Dario
Beautiful
just
kill by
killed
Lily, by the way. All the while, the
And
Red
then
Herald
going
gets the
in.
top tower for the blue team,
Oh, the fight continues. I don't think
and the
it's a
fight
good
continues.
This is not a good
Steven's
fight.
staying alive on the Mundo, but Kaisa is just gonna still burst it down. Josh getting finished off as well, and this.
Yeah, they get
won this
aced.
fight.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Yeah, they get aced. Maybe the
4 for 5. But the Kog'Maw triple is gonna be useful.
Yeah, maybe
and
it
no
wasn't
one with
possible,
Baron, so
But
But I mean, the Baron still gives everyone gold, and all the while the Rift Herald's been doing some
That's true.
split
The
pushing.
Rift Herald pushing was
So this
pretty
could actually have
big.
been really worth for the blue team. And I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
the
the
gold
gold
graphs
has-
are going to have to agree with us on that.
Equalized a little bit. It's gone 1K in the favor of PTT. So I guess overall that maybe was not terrible for them. They might have technically won, but I think if there was any way they could not fight there, they probably should have just not fight, because there's so much value you can get out of a Baron push that it's just really unfortunate that they don't have any. Oh, is Luke caught out? Luke is caught out.
Luke, I think, is caught out.
Yeah.
There's the stun. Steven's
I don't-
here, but no one
Oh,
else. And he
Steven.
could actually die too here.
No, I think Steven
Depending
kills
who's there.
Lily if she has the flash, but now he's a little too deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is scary.
Oh, but now
That's
Andrew,
a
yeah,
big
they're
Kai'Sa.
kind of counting one by one.
But they might get
Andrew gets
killed.
stunned, but not
Oh,
killed.
yeah.
And there's another one.
One by
Miguel's
one,
staying
they
out
went
at such
in.
low HP.
Yeah,
Very
they have to
Impressive
be.
how he's just
Disjoint
positioning
right
so well.
there.
They
Didn't
really
even
have
call
to
it
make
that.
sure to front to back for with Mundo and Pantheon. They really need to communicate and just make sure that those two are always there and that they're moving as a team. Because they can't just walk in one by one. That's definitely gonna hurt them.
Yeah, just in general, any team that's walking one after the other into a team fight is probably not going to win. So, yeah, just you have to learn how to cut your losses.
And he might be
sometimes.
getting caught.
Ooh.
Pantheon might be getting caught out again.
That is a scary catch.
Yep.
You have to learn how to
You
cut your
cannot
losses
escape the
sometimes,
Kai'Sa,
you know?
my friend.
If Luke gets caught out there clearing wards, you don't try to save him because he's dead. And if you try to save him, then it's probably just going to result in more people dying because now you're at a 4v5. And then if the person who's trying to save him dies, then you really shouldn't go in. Then it's just, I don't know, just a little over eager from
It's
PTT.
definitely gotta be hard because they do really need vision. Blue team does
So the
because
bot lane here, they're looking for something. Sorry.
they just need more vision on the map. The red team has had consistently good vision, especially around objectives, and have been able to get picks using it. And not having vision has really harmed the blue team, and they finally have some vision on bot side, but Luke has to keep sacrificing himself just to get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's honestly okay if Luke dies there by himself and you just give it the drag for getting vision, because you're right, you have to sometimes risk it a little bit for vision. Oh, I hope Andrew has a sixth sense. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, that was
But-
nearly disastrous for Andrew.
If your support's dying, don't try to save him, you are late, your team is late to that play if you're trying to make that into a fight. So, unless you're super far ahead and it doesn't matter, you're probably going to lose the fight. So just, they shouldn't have tried to save him. We'll see. Is there a way to get the timers for the different camps? Cool, there we go. Alright, so we got a timer. Yeah, so Baron, we have still some time to Baron or drag. So there's no objectives to fight over really. So at this point, it's probably going to be about setting up vision or a team fight.
Vision and farming, but
yeah,
it
and
looks
they're-
like
bad,
a fight,
yeah.
like a fight and more of a pick.
Yeah.
They're-
That's a double
They're
for
going
Lily,
for everything.
potentially more.
That's just death. That's just looking
Yeah,
like
and Lily's gonna live thanks to Kindredar, and red team's just still going.
Yeah.
Gold lead's
Yeah.
gotten big on red team's favor as well.
Yeah,
they're
the
able to
pick
just-
tools on red team are just so strong.
And it doesn't help for blue team that they're literally able to just walk into their jungle as a team and bully them away, and that's going to
Yeah.
be big, like in contesting for vision and potentially for objectives down the road. Case in
Oh.
point, in 45 seconds with Baron. And they're just going into their base anyway. There goes the inhib,
Yeah,
it looks like.
Yeah, they lose inhib for that. This is the first time we have like a commanding gold lead, I think, this game. So it's not looking Not looking great for PTT. With Baron about to spawn, does not look like either team are setting up for the Baron. Looks like they're just looking for a back right now. So, I think the next fight is going to be around Baron. In 2 seconds when that spawns. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Although, the Dragon's also up in a minute itself, but it looks like Red Team's just running straight for Baron. Which makes sense. They have it in
Wise
down
choice, I
mid.
think, yeah.
Yeah, so, someone has to be clearing. And, ADC and support just showed bot. So
And honestly, if they get caught there, there's potential to just dive or end the game if you get that Baron. So I like this call.
Especially if they can pick off Steven first.
Yeah, but Luke's not there. He's coming back from base. All of blue team really coming back from base.
Yeah,
Red
exactly.
team's just gonna start this. Blue team is late, and this could be a
I
bit
think
of a
it's
problem
free
for
Baron.
them.
Yeah, look how much look how fast they kill. It's just a free Baron. Doesn't even
They
look
were
at that.
looking for a team
It's
fight.
down, and blue team didn't even get there yet,
Yeah,
and they can just ping pong the objective straight to the Drake now.
yeah. I question the idea to show bot
Ooh, TP. Bot
as an
river.
ADC. Oh, well, he's
They're
going
looking for a
the
flank
Mirio
from
Aurelio
Dario.
play.
This could be, but
I mean, I don't
who
think.
else is there?
Yeah.
Red team gets it. Here comes Josh's attractive
I
stare.
want to see. Oh! Oh, no.
And there could be kills here.
Yeah,
But
looks like
they're looking like kills for
Destination.
red team.
Yep.
Yep.
That is scary. Triple for
the
me.
Andrew
Yeah.
1v4?
Here comes Andrew on
Find
potential
out.
cleanup duty. Close, but no cigar, and it looks like these tanks are just gonna run him down.
Oh!
Bless?
Oh my god!
Bless?
Well, he saved the game, I think. Like, they can't end, but... Oh, he just teleport, actually. Yeah, they have
Supers
teleport,
are
actually.
there, that's true. I don't
But
think
he's not
they're gonna be able to
teleporting
like,
for
kill.
some reason. I guess because people are up soon enough, he doesn't think he can end. Weird. I feel like he might have been able to end, but it's like
I
two
mean, yeah, he
supers.
had Baron, he'd be able to empower the
Yeah,
supers.
Baron with
Yeah.
supers and teleport, unless that's a visual glitch and he doesn't actually have teleport or something. I'm kind of confused. Yeah, you see the minions themselves got a single tower, so it's like
Tower and a half. That could have been the game.
that's definitely with Barons that could have been the game.
And honestly, they have enough of a gold lead that, I mean, like, yes, it's suboptimal if it goes wrong, but like, what do they lose?
Yeah,
There's no objectives up. Like, they can just bide their time for a minute, regroup, and start bullying blue team again.
I just realized that Kaisa has 19 kills. Wow.
Jesus.
So basically full build. It looks like he's getting a QSS blast. So almost full build at 30 minutes. But Andrew himself is
Miguel's 19 of their 33 kills.
yeah.
That is just something.
Oh, looks like some action in the bot lane potentially.
Potentially, but doesn't look like it. Let's talk dragons. Ocean Soul's coming up too. So this could be like blue team is running out of time. There's Ocean Soul in 2.5 in just under 3 minutes, and then right afterwards is a Baron, and they're losing all their towers. So this is gonna get scary. Thankfully for blue team, Dario is able to do some split pushing,
Oh, looks like
but the cost could
attempted Zenith Blade in the
come
bot
dearly.
lane, but did not land. They're just trying to wave clear. Oh, but the Zenith, there's a
There's
solar flare.
stuns.
Um,
from Josh.
Oh.
Luke's gonna get
Nice goes in.
stunned. It's just a
oh,
split.
that's kill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, that's 2 kills. So it's 2 for 2 at the moment. And the bot lane
And there's more. Dario's back, and he's ready to rumble.
is dead. So that. Oh, they're on the run. I mean, I don't think there's gonna be any more kills, but it just shows when you kill the bot lane of Bluehorn Fortitude, then they don't have as much. Like a lot of their damage is tied up there. So.
And that shutdown was probably 700 gold, honestly. So
Mhm.
whoever got that is.
I think
Andrew got it. Oh man,
So that's the other big thing, right? That,
that's
like,
not good
Andrew's
for red
Yeah.
team.
really hard right now. Like Andrew's very strong. So
Here's Dario though, but he's kind of low. I don't know if the lifesteal is. I think he has shield though, but I don't think the lifesteal is gonna save him. Whoa! All right, I guess it will. I'm a fake League of Legends player, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, if Ornn had up there, or if Ornn had ult up there, I feel like he might have been able to kill him.
Dragon
I don't
is
know,
coming up in a little over a minute.
Yeah, both Baron and
Baron's up
Drag are
too.
up.
So
And-
they definitely want to get more vision. Probably.
yeah,
around
like
now.
Red Team already just has dominance in the Vision game around the dragon here, and they're looking to further cement that.
What's
Really
interesting
secure that
is that I think that the conventional idea in this position for a red team is to set up around Baron and get Baron and trade Baron for the Drake, because there's not really you can just get the next Drake, right? But if you get Baron, that gives you can probably end the game right now, So I mean I guess Ocean Soul is similarly good, but
I mean, they can get them both, honestly, with the amount of time it's going to take them
yeah,
to take
but
the
I
dragon.
think you should go first
With
to
how
Baron,
big
because-
Ocean Soul is for them anyway,
yeah,
I'm not sure. Because
it's hypothetically, blue team right now could just trade for Baron, right?
that's
Because Kong has a lot of damage.
Baron
I know
comes
they
up
didn't
30
get him,
seconds
but-
after, though.
that's
so I
true,
think
but they're
Baron
giving
has more
Ocean
than
Soul
enough
at that
time.
point. So
Yeah.
if they give up Ocean Soul, that's also done.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's
but that was
or you fight a dragon and
on.
that stuns Zoe as
That's-
well.
it's just game, yeah.
And that's a Quadra on Miguel.
Who stole the Penta?
Stole the Penta.
All
And
right,
a surrender.
that's the end of the game.
definitely moments where it was pretty close, but just gets picked too many times. Just got to be more careful. But for what it's worth, I'll give Andrew half apology. I can see what the Kog'Maw was supposed to do there for sure, and the Kog'Maw was doing some really good stuff. But just wasn't enough. There was no, they could get on top of him, and there was no peel. Very rough, but a well fought game. So I'll be excited to see game 2.
Yeah, as am I. I think a lot of what went wrong too was that early game. I feel like you polished that early game, and I feel like you're not in that constantly trying to come back position.
Yeah.
And when Red Team makes and then when Blue Coin Tortillas messes up and you get that 2K gold onto you, it's no longer you're closing a gold gap, it's you're taking a lead.
Matt, go to the spectator.
Sorry. Yeah. So you're not closing a gold gap anymore. You're creating one in your favor, and I feel like that's gonna allow them to snowball so much harder too. So I think as long as they make sure that they're working as a cognizant of what the other lanes in jungle are, where they are, making sure no one's getting caught, things like that, tracking the enemy jungler, all important things.
All right, so are they doing another pro draft? All right, let's see. So to check in on that poll, there's only 2 votes so far, both for blue corn tortilla chip. So can we get some more people to vote so we can get more of a democratic opinion?
Sure. Actually, let me just put a pee pee poo poo check in the in-game chat quickly.
Let's see, so we're waiting for the next pick band to start up. So do we want to see some what kind of changes do we want to see in the pick bands? Oh, looks like pick bands have started. So what kind of changes do you guys want to see in the pick band?
I'm actually curious less about changes and more about things to keep. I think from blue team's side, I think I liked the Malzahar pick. But one also because Josh is attractive and amazing, and I think anything that Josh is on, I support.
Solid logic.
I think for red team, formerly red team, for Blue Corn
PTT.
Tortillas, that Ornn and the Kindred together did
Mhm.
so much work. I think Miguel and the Kaisa did so much work. I think those three are the mainstays. Adrian, Leona, or Thresh, both are likely going to be very good.
Yeah.
Arlen the Ori was good. I don't know. I don't feel like you need more damage if you keep all the other picks the same. So the Ori's probably fine. Galio's probably fine, depending on team comps. I don't really know what Arlen plays, but yeah. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, my thing is that if you're gonna play the Kog'Maw, I either want to see more of a peeling frontline or don't play the Kog'Maw. You know, like pick something else because you just don't have much agency on Kog'Maw, and if your team dies, as we saw in many of those fights, like the Kog'Maw is probably just gonna follow very quickly because the Kog'Maw is not designed to be focused on. So,
And they banned the Lulu, perhaps to even ensure the Kog'Maw doesn't get much work done.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. So the Thresh first pick for Adrian makes sense. He's quite a good Thresh. The Tristana, I really like this pick. I hope they go with it.
I definitely think it'd be very strong if they did like
Hell
just
yeah, I'm
Pantheon
glad
bot
they- Oh, the
Ooh,
Trist-
Rakan.
or Rakan.
I like Luke's Rakan. I like this a
I like
lot.
the bot lane already.
There was a game on Lob last season I will never forget, where we came back because Luke, I kid you not, got a 5-man charm. It was the most glorious thing I've seen in my life. And
All
I
right.
will simp for Luke's Rakan until the day I die. But anyway,
Well, high praise from Matt on the Rakan pick. The Ornn, I really like the Ornn. I think he was very impactful on the Ornn. The Ornn ult, Leona ult was just really good. So, hope they lock this in too. Also, just a pretty good blind pick in general. So, and I think he's shown that he was good into one of Dario's picks, the Aurelia. So I think, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Yep, there you go, the Ornn lock. Like
I
it.
agree. Yeah, I like this Ornn pick a lot too. Ezreal, what do you think on this?
Is Ezreal playable right now? I thought Ezreal was kind of not good at the moment, but
I have no idea
That was
myself.
what I was thinking too. I didn't think Ezreal was super strong right now, but maybe
I mean,
it's
even
just
with
because
that new-
we've
oh, sorry.
seen the right person playing him.
Does that include the fact that Ezreal has a newfangled Essence Reaver Duskblade build, or am I just Internet Explorer
no,
levels of
that's-
slow on that?
No, that's I think I'm thinking about that. It's just even with that, it's like it only really works into squishies. So like the Scion, for example, is only going to be tickled by Ezreal, unless
By
he
the
gets
way,
really,
another of
really
Dario's signature picks, the Scion.
Yeah. So it's just
They're not
I think
pulling
it's
any
risky
punches
to
on
pick it
PTT.
early. Like it works. Like the Duskblade Essence Reaver works if you are playing into squishies, but blind picking it when Dario's known for playing a Scion, for example, kind of risky. But
I mean, true, but in terms of like tanky things, I don't know how tanky Rakan gets.
yeah, so like
but
in the bot
Tristana's
lane,
not tanky, and if Steven picks, say, Evelyn, which is open right now, that won't be tanky. And what's your mid laner on? Josh plays Annie, Veigar, Malzahar. Mal's got banned, but like, and Annie. But like, let's say he picks Veigar or like Ori
they
here,
just
that's
banned
going to be pretty
Veigar,
squishy.
too. So
So
I wonder what he's going to play, honestly, because I know that those three, the Mal's, Annie, Veigar.
yeah,
I
there's
was
the
gonna
Eve.
say, yep. I was gonna say Eve would
You
be
could see
great, right?
Lily go blue cane here as well, potentially, if they anticipate that they pick a squishy mid. But
I'm just curious, what does Josh play besides these three champs? I think there's a fourth that I'm forgetting.
any Veigar, Malzahar, Rise.
Rise. That's true. So I guess
they
maybe that's
banned
kinda
Veigar
forced
too.
to Rise, yeah.
Yeah, and the Rise is going to be kind of squishy. Yeah,
No,
this is a. If you assuming he picks Rise, this is I like blue cane here. Lily I know plays Kha'Zix. Rengar got banned. Kha'Zix as well, which is
Kha'Zix
likely
is
a
very
fine
good.
choice.
Honestly, I wonder if you pick something like the Malphite mid here because
Oh, they already
Tristana.
picked Ori.
No, I'm saying for PTT.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you have the Tristana for damage and the Evelyn for damage. So if you just get those two tanky people, the Ezreal is going to be of limited use. And there's so many, like the Orianna and Lily are great targets for Malphite ult. So I feel like Malphite could be a good choice here. We'll see. I know he plays it occasionally. That'd be kind of hype if he picks it. Wink, wink. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Malphite would be cool.
I don't know
Unless we
if
see
they're looking or
Josh's
not right now.
patented Blitzcrank mid.
Blitzcrank mid. I mean, we'll see.
There's the
Oh,
big
and it is the Malphite.
The Malphite.
Thomas is a
Oh,
psychic.
Bless. I think it's
Bless.
good. The Malphite.
This is definitely gonna
Lily
be...
high quitting this team. I'm at. It appears Lily can't with this top laner. I'm not 100% sure why.
Maybe we'll find out. Oh, I guess did Ardit tell her she wasn't allowed to play Silas jungle?
I mean, Silas jungle is, from what I've been hearing, not jungle. So
Yeah, it's not a thing anymore. If I understand correctly.
I mean, like, I think she'll be able to get away with it, but is it a conventional jungle pick? Probably not.
I think it would also be something that Steven might be able to capitalize on if she did go something that wasn't able to clear very well.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, because Silas jungle, literally, like, it's not that he can't clear, it's that he doesn't clear until at least an item in, and like, out in terms of farming, Steven can just outpace him and just get 6 so much earlier, and if Lily's not like fed off of like level 2 cheese ganks and things, like, that's not good for Lily. So
I'm really excited about PTT's draft, honestly. Like, I am super excited. I think
It does look like a very strong team comp.
they
yeah,
punished the
I
Ezreal
agree.
pretty well by picking 2 pretty tanky solo laners. So the Ezreal in the team fight, right? Like, the Malphite ults the Ezreal. The Ezreal has to deal with this Malphite in his face, or the Scion ults. Like, they just have this great, like,
Or the
different
Rakan.
get in his face, and like, what does he do? He doesn't do any. He tickles them both, and you know he's not hitting the backline, so he's not doing damage to the squishy targets he wants to hit. And Tristana's just doing damage. Evelyn's just getting picks and stuff. Like, I absolutely love it. The Wombo combo is so exciting.
And just like there's 8,000 different ways that PTT can just press the go button, and I really like that.
Engage. And
Like,
I think that's
so
really
many go buttons.
Mhm.
I think that they just out sustain with the damage too. Like the Tristana, I think will be able to do more damage than the Ezreal in team fights, and everyone else is more of like a burst. Like on both teams, to be honest, both teams are basically just like a lot of burst, and then to an ADC that will be doing sustained damage. So I think that I don't know. I kind of like.
I think this comp will fix maybe a few of the problems that they had last time. Like, they did get poked out a little bit and chunked and picked. I'm really hoping that with as much they have, like, the Malphite engage, they have the Rakan engage, they have the Scion engage. Like, I'm really hoping that they won't get, like, poked out as much, and as long as they can avoid getting picked, they have almost everything they need to just go straight in and make sure that they end up on top.
I mean, Malphite ults in team fights are massive. Like
Mhm.
a lot of, especially if he goes AP Malphite here, which I don't know exactly with mid lane. If it's tank or AP Malphite you're supposed to go, I have a suspicion you'll probably go AP.
Oh
but
man,
who
I'm
knows?
gonna be so rock solid either way, just because
Oh.
Josh is on Malphite mid.
So if he's going AP, he probably one-shots the Orianna, Nidalee, or Ezreal if he hits either of them. So
Mhm.
that's crazy. And if he's going tank, he probably like 70% chunks any of those either. So it's like just super strong.
In the combo though, just Malphite ult into Rakan W, Rakan ult, like Scion Q. If you can keep those knockups going for days.
The Wombo combo is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of Wombo combo on the other side too, though, because Ornn ult, Orianna ult. Those are 2 like good tools to start off team fights with. So I think that both teams have tools, and maybe Blue Corn Tortilla has more like pick tools. The thresh hook.
Yeah, and they definitely have more poke. So the one thing that PTT is gonna have to avoid is just getting poked down without
Yeah.
engaging. Like, they need to force that engage so that they don't get poked down.
It'll be poke versus team fight. I think this game for sure. I'm really excited for this game. I
Me
am.
too. This is
This is
excited.
game.
Like, oh man,
Let's
my
see.
money is
Are you
on
chat excited?
PTT this game simply because Ardit failed the PP poo poo check in the pregame lobby. But we're gonna see what happens.
Let's check the poll. Has the poll been filled out anymore? Oh, okay. We got a dissenting opinion.
Here,
We got a
I'll fill
vote
it out. I'll fill it out.
For permanent team 3. We got another vote. That's very exciting. All right, democracy. I love democracy.
/ Gamer City League.
So I don't know. It's been low participation from the chat though. This series, I'm a little disappointed. I know. I'm a little disappointed, honestly. I mean, we it's a big game, big series. You know, where's everyone?
Justin or Ralph probably would be chatting if they weren't watching it on the TV downstairs.
It's true.
It's alright. I definitely think that they're going to be sad that they missed this, because I really think this is going to be a good game. And I think that we're going to have some very good plays, some very interesting plays with these two team comps. I'd really like to see Steven get the ganks off on Evelyn really early. If we could get a gank around like level 3 or 4 and just have him
3
reach
is
a
a
little
little
bit of XP from
dicey.
the waves. If the lanes are set up and he can get a gank off, I think that'll put him super far ahead and he'd be able to like, show what he can really do on this champion, because he is a fantastic Evelyn player.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 3 is a little bit dicey, but depending on how the lanes are looking, I think Steven is definitely one that could pull it off if one of the
Agreed.
lanes is pushed a little bit up.
Yeah.
Something to keep in mind though is he's got to know where Lily starts, because they can't like if Steven gets counter ganked, this could be a little dicey.
Okay.
We've started. It looks like I'm at 3 seconds.
3. I paused at 3. Paused at 3.
Uh, 10 seconds now. Okay.
I definitely haven't seen Lily's Nidalee
Yeah.
before.
17.
She's played it before.
Cool. All right. So let's see. With the Thresh level 1s, right? That's usually could be part of an invade. So I like that red side is stacking right now, defending against that potential invade. But
Ooh, if they show, if we're I feel like
Stacking.
if
They're-
had been able
they're-
to W on that would have
They're
been
suspicious of this.
a pick.
well, they did not pull the trigger though for the engage, so nothing happened. Just handshake and walk away. But
Let's
it gives
get a word on the blue buff.
blue team. So like hypothetically, if Ardit wanted to go ward, let's say topside, he knows that it was safe to ward before. He's going in for like a late warding now, which is a little risky, honestly. But
But look at blue team does have vision over Steven's blue buff now, so they're gonna know he's starting down there. So this is really good for
Yeah.
Lily, because now they can start on the same side. That means they both path up, and that means if Steven ganks, Lily's ready to counter gank, or Lily can invade. Do like red blue gromp say
Oh, no, I
invade
think-
and set
yeah,
Steven far
so
behind.
This is why I don't agree with what Ardit's doing, because if one of them face checked him right now,
Yeah, he would have been caught out.
chunked
He'd
at
have
the very
had to
least,
use
if not
flash.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean he would have had to do something probably. So that's
Yeah, look at this.
very
Blue team's got
risky. I mean,
vision
he
on that red buff
didn't
too now.
count there, but very risky. But let's see. So
Like,
let's
they're gonna
look
have
at
permanent tabs on Steven.
starting matchups, starting items. Any guys have any opinions or anything you want to point out?
Starting items, anything. I mean, I don't really know much on it, but yeah.
Yeah, the classic. Everyone has
That's
corrupting
interesting.
thoughts. It's such a good item, honestly. Like on top lane, I bring it on.
Going on
basically
bot
every
lane?
champion. Oh, but wait, playing the bot lane, chunked. So, yeah, Adrian just got chunked by the Tristana bomb. That just shows how powerful those are early. Honestly. Oh, and
Oh,
Darius.
some trades in the top lane too. Daria with the level advantage, but not the hell. Oh,
Oh, that was good. Okay.
That was
standard
good trade.
equalizes the health a little bit there. Okay, good. Josh having a
Yeah,
bit of
so
a
many
rough
people are
time.
taking biscuits too. 3 of them. Josh, I think Josh, Dario, and Arden all took biscuits.
They're looking for an early gank mid coming from bot lane? Holy
Yeah,
cow.
I mean,
Wow, this
They're
is,
walking all the way up.
pushed up.
this is something.
Wow.
Is it gonna
Yeah.
work?
It
It looks
is.
like it could.
Oh my
There's
god.
another. And in goes Andrew. Kaboom!
Oh
First
my
blood.
god, that was clean.
Yes, it
That
was.
was clean. Oh my god, this is exciting. They punish the hard shove and they get a roam. They hard shove in bot lane and they get a roam. That was so clean.
That is impressive.
That was so clean. Wow.
They
All
spotted
right.
Lily kind of low in her jungle, and Steven, by comparison, is kind of high on health. I wonder who wins in that scenario. Though Lily's going to
Oh.
heal back up from Gromp
Yeah.
and the smite there.
Yeah, I think probably Lily. If she
Oh,
lands
look at the fight top lane now here,
Yeah,
though.
big chunk. Oh, but
Big
again,
trade.
why just to help. Let's see, any potions for either of them? Yeah, I mean biscuits for both of them. We'll see if either of them pop it.
Who's working on that?
No, it looks
Okay,
like
it looks like
Dario's
Steven's
back.
not gonna worry about fighting for the scuttle and just go for the one in bot lane.
This is nice for him because his Gromp's going to respawn. He's going to get the second, just be able to sequence right back up, get a potential XP lead, or
Oh,
a
trade in the
potential
mid lane?
gank in the mid
What?
lane.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean Arlen's just gonna have permanent push brow because it's melee into range.
it looks like Lily's
So-
looking for a gank mid.
You know the
Or
flip
an
side of that,
invade, maybe.
you know, easy gank opportunities for sure. But
Steven's looking bottom here.
Oh.
There's a bait.
Oh,
Oh, but he
Steven
stops.
just walks away.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, you might
They
go for a
see
retake,
him.
huh?
I feel like
They see him, but no. All right, good back because
Arlen
Oriana-
was looking for retribution for
Oh,
but now
Stumbling upon his lane.
Lily's gonna
Oh,
take
okay.
his jungle.
he gets out.
yeah, this is not good for Steven.
Mhm.
Lily's getting that second tier Gromp, potentially a fight here as well. So this is
Josh the level advantage,
yeah.
and he's not far behind on CS. Quite impressed. Oh, but fight in the jungle, skirmish in the jungle. Let's see. Oh, no one hits anything, so everyone just walks away.
Ooh.
Here comes Josh, and
No
here come
flame,
both the mid
of course,
laners.
no flame.
Josh getting sandwiched
Oh,
though,
Josh
and
might
this
be
could
dead.
be dangerous. There's the sweep, there's the kill.
Oh, unlucky. Yeah.
Steve can't really walk into his jungle because Lily's there.
Lily's still just putting on that aggression, exploiting Steven's. Steven's still level 4, not yet online with the level 6.
Dario's chunked. Is he dead here?
He could be
Oh wow.
close, but no cigar.
The what's it called? The time warp tonic. Let's see. Check into our other lanes. So the CS.
Lily's topside again, just bullying the crap out of Steven, getting right in his face, and
It's surprising though. The
Cryo
CS
mid,
lead
but there's
really
the
not
charm.
That big. The CS lead was pretty close, honestly. Oh,
And here's a fight in the mid lane.
oh, he gets
Big
chunked.
Nidalee spear.
Yeah, chunks him. Has to pop those pots already. So it looks like Scuttle's spawning bot side. And I don't think Steven has cleared his Gromps yet this game. But Steven's somehow up on CS.
Steven cleared his Gromp in his first clear, I think.
Mhm.
No, not his
But,
Gromp. I mean his Golems. Golems.
Yeah, I mean,
don't
with
think
the
he's
XP
cleared them all
nerfs, I wouldn't be shocked if that's a thing.
Maybe. It's going straight bot, it looks, but... Alright, I'm a little confused by this because unless Scuttle is not spawning for a while, I feel like shouldn't he just wait around? I guess Scuttle... No, Scuttle's about to spawn. I'm kind of...
Yeah.
Because he's... Yeah.
But he may finally be able to get his hands on some camps now with the blue Gromp wolves spawning up. Just path up, get level 6, start making some plays.
They definitely, both teams are quite lacking in vision right now. It's,
It's early
it
game, though.
is early, but it's
Josh with a good rotation, giving up
rough.
some CS, I think, to help secure the Scuttle Crab. And get Dragon Cryo, perhaps, a little bit. Wow, good
They're
guy,
looking for
Josh.
Dragon. I actually don't like this because Steven can get his blue and Gromp, potentially get... Will he get 6 from that? Let me see. He won't, but he'll get so much closer, get his bot side. This Dragon uses up valuable time that Lily's spending farming, it looks like, which is going to help her increase her EXP lead, potentially. Though the dragon will give some stats. It won't exactly help right away though.
Right, so I feel like it's honestly not terrible. It's risky, but the fact that they got it, it makes it.
Yeah,
the end result of
I
that
agree.
play, I feel like is not too bad for either team. But it was definitely risky going into it, so it just happened to have worked out.
Yeah. It's.
Oh, but going for a big play in the bot lane, maybe. Let's see.
Oh, there's the knock.
Lily's ganking.
There's the bomb.
Oh,
Here comes
no.
Tristana, but there comes Lily too, and then Italy. Close, but Andrew.
Oh, so
Oh, wow.
And the hook. Yep.
There's the hook.
nice hook.
I am? Okay.
Yes.
I am behind?
Yes.
Aww. You guys at 8:31 right now?
Oh.
Wait,
And the
I'm
not-
Malphite ult is to avoid the Orianna ult.
Steven just ulted. Did you guys get that?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait. So what timestamp are you guys at?
8:44, 8:45, 46. Oh, okay.
8, 9. Okay, so 8:51 now. 2, 3. Oh my God.
Ooh, and Steven.
Oh my goodness, Lily's just assassinating Steven.
Yeah.
The Scion ult?
And here comes the Scion, chugga chugga choo choo, but yeah, that is unfortunate.
The gold's really close though, if you're looking. So, and honestly, the red team has the dragon advance. So honestly, they're not bad off right now at all.
While true, it is one dragon, so that's 2.5 missing health missing health every 5 seconds. So it
Oh, that was crazy. Unfortunate that he just barely got out, but that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Unfortunate that did not work out, in the end, but that was crazy.
that was so sick.
Yeah, I mean, Adrian's thresh mechanics are quite good.
I agree. I think it's dangerous to either give him that Leona that did so much work last game, or to give him probably his most comfortable champion in the Thresh.
Yeah.
There's some trades in the mid lane.
Let's see. Oh, I haven't
Josh
checked that.
indeed
Josh is building
opting to give him the
AP
rock
Malphite.
solid with the AP
Josh is building
Malphite.
the AP now fight. Oh my God, we're gonna see. This is gonna be fun to watch. I can't wait for the team fights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm rock solid just thinking about those team fights.
Oh my God, we're gonna get demonetized.
Well,
I mean, I can't hold back the truth, you know.
once
Look,
it hits 20 minutes, it's just gonna be
Josh's
a game of
Malphite just hits
knockouts.
different.
Speaking of hitting different, looks like there's a gank in the top lane, and I think
Oh, that could be a dead orange.
Oh, yep.
Ornn, I think,
Ooh, yep.
Oh, that's a dead orange, my
is
friend.
a good Ornn.
Cool.
Good
Oh,
job.
this is so big. This is nice for red team. They get to push this in. They have a potential herald, and look at this. Especially once Lily shows bot side here, like that's a herald in the making.
Let's
The
see.
Malphite's
Right
coming
about now,
down.
they see Lily.
Nope.
This should be
Oh,
they should
wait.
be heading
Ooh,
straight
the
to
Malphite's here. Oh!
Q snipe though.
Oh! The Q snipe! Holy cow.
Snipes. But here's the knock. Here's the
boy.
rock solid and the TP from the blue team,
Yeah.
and this is going south on
Oh.
red team.
Yep.
Triple for Lily. But red team are going to be getting a Rift Herald for their troubles. So they do have that, and they'll be able to put it down before plates fall. But that was that was a really good looking team fight that quickly turned disastrous for red team.
But he's like very low. Like Ezreal honestly could maybe kill him right here. Oh, never mind. He's backing off, but yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be exactly 2 plates left or less.
Oh, no. All right. Well, that gold helps though, because it keeps the gold lead relatively close.
Yeah, red team is red team's
1K.
finding themselves behind 1.5k a little bit, but like very much able to bring this back. The dragon
Yeah.
advantage that you mentioned earlier is potentially has a chance to widen, which could create a pretty big threat onto the blue team.
Yeah.
It looks like they're getting
They
it.
are trying to get it.
Either
They're pulling it out. I like this.
or Infernal, right? So this is an Infernal. That's really big. That's a big win con. So we'll find out. It is Wind. Unlucky. Or Cloud.
That
Not
could
Wind.
that could still be really good though. You got all these really high impact ultimates.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Getting
plus,
that
like
Malphite
for instance,
off.
like the Malphite off, like
Yeah.
the Cloud. If they get Cloud Soul, the Recon ult isn't the Recon ult at speed up? So wouldn't that help even more? The
Mhm.
Cloud Soul.
Yep.
Yeah. So actually, this is very fine for red team. Let's.
Bot lane's trading aggressively. Adrian stepping up. Oh, that's
Oh.
a dead Luke.
Oh, that's a dead loop.
Dead Luke. Is this a dead Ardent? This is a dead
I think
Ardent.
that's a dead Ardent, my friend.
Alright, dead Luke for dead Ardent.
Oh, but there's a
should be tower.
There's the dash play again, but it looks like he's dying for his troubles this time. There's even more happening mid lane, and it looks like Josh has died in the bot river.
Oh, but does Lily die here? Oh,
Close.
close. Oh, but she might still be dead. Yeah, still
Steven
dead.
can't catch up.
Oh, no. Andrew.
In goes Andrew.
But he gets it anyway?
Gets it anyway, 800 gold onto him, and even more still potentially with...
Oh man.
In goes Luke, down goes Miguel,
Wow. Big. So for the first
And
time in the series,
up
maybe?
goes
Gold?
red team in the gold.
PTT. So they're looking great right now. They're feeling great. They have 2 drags, league, tower lead. Like they're feeling great right now.
They
And their
are
team fight is
indeed.
so strong. So if they just like group up as 5 around objectives, I think this is feeling really good for them.
I think this is definitely a comp that they would want to think about, like, using constantly or like building off of, because this does seem to be like what or generates a playstyle that they seem a lot more comfortable with, and they definitely haven't been like getting caught out as much. It
Yeah.
feels like the lanes have been going a lot better for them as well, and Steven's obviously very comfortable on this jungle.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, Lily's been constantly invading him and trying to put him behind, and he's been keeping up pretty well. So,
Dario might be in trouble here though. No flash, no ult. But do they not have? They have the Ornn ult, but he might be dead anyway.
I think he's still dead, but I'm not 100%. That's gonna be a big Q. Does he
Yes.
get out? And look at Steven assassinating Arlen in the meantime.
Yeah, he is
But
ult
it's
now.
not enough.
Yep, I think he gets out. He gets out.
And
Nice.
the Scion ult.
Yeah.
Chugga
they
chugga later,
dive
fellas.
now. Took their dive.
they are looking to set up a dive, it
There's
seems
a
like.
dive. There's
Oh, in the mid
the
lane.
rock solid in the mid lane.
Rock solid in the mid lane. Yep. And but is he dead? Does he have flash?
Could
He has
be.
flash in a little bit. Oh.
There's the hook. Jukes the hook.
Oh, nice.
Here's a charm.
Wait.
Steven looking to re-engage.
Oh.
And he gets it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Do they get
Oh, he messes
There's the
up.
flash, but is it enough? And the hook is gonna get...
Oh,
God, this is insane.
holy cow!
Oh my goodness.
man.
What a fight.
And the bot lane, and the red team's bot lane just gets the push for free.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, he's trying to-
Josh delivering the rock solid both in game and in chat.
Yeah, right. Wow, that was a great play for red team. Oh my god. All right, this I think we have a series on our hands, boys.
We do. Here comes the Nidalee, but there's more than one in the bot lane.
Yeah, I don't think they want any piece of this though, because
Yeah.
blue team's
Let me
getting
see
there
the
before their
objective
team.
timers.
Let's see. So we have a minute till drag, so that's coming up soon, and a
Yeah,
minute
this
till
is nice.
minute till rift
for
guard
red
too.
team.
But I don't think there's going to be a fight over that. I think drag will be
Ooh.
the next fight.
That was almost a nice Scion Q in the mid lane. That could have been dangerous for Arlen if he got hit by that. You've got a lot of exciting stuff going on. Next Herald Herald's up in 30 seconds, so I think that's
But I'm
wonder if we
confused.
see a
why.
trade
I
or-
feel Dario, is he going top right now? No, he's not.
Dario's mid. Actually,
Top.
it's everybody's mostly mid. Steven looks like he wants the dragon.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Herald in 15 as well. So
Okay, so
we
maybe
could
they're
see.
yeah,
Looks like
there's
blue
a
team
fight.
is establishing some vision.
There's a fight.
and we have a potential fight in our hands.
I was hoping that Adrian would step into that, but they had vision, so. Oh, let's see. Okay.
All right, so now people are getting scuttled. Now there's some real pressure. The rock solid. The big engages. In goes Scion and the Q.
Oh, the flank from Steven. Oh my God, they wipe him.
Carnage.
Nice. Yeah, I mean,
Andrew doesn't want to stop there, but
power. I think this just shows the power of the Malphite into Scion. You know, it's crazy. The Malphite hits 3 people with his ult, and it's just easy money for the Scion to land up his ult, and they just CC them to death. You know, it's a great combo. Great combo.
Potential.
Oh,
No.
I got really scared.
Yeah, that would have been exciting.
That would have been bad for Team Red.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, you're sweating if you're blue team right now.
Yeah.
Down 3k gold, losing a lot of towers.
Lily.
Oh no.
Oh, Lily. Did you see her just miss the spear? Not like this. Oh, okay, that's
Ooh,
worked
she didn't miss that one though.
out. Yeah, she flashed though, didn't she?
Oh,
Yeah.
ouch.
Good reaction time by Andrew to get out of that without getting his flash.
Nice.
Definitely.
There is a Herald up for another minute now though, and Steven's bot side. So they could, Lily could look to contest this, and it looks like that's what she's going to do.
My second Rift Herald's always not worth as much, and it's 4 towers to 0 towers, so.
This could help them break open some towers
help.
though, and especially if like they get a lucky ace or something like that, this Herald could help them greatly. It's definitely, it's certainly better than red team having it. So I think just the safety of denying it to them could potentially be worth it. Big hook. That did a lot of damage. I don't know if that was also an Italy spear or something though.
It is an Italy spear. Oh, dodges the second spear. Yeah, I mean, this is the AP Malphite we have to remember, so he's not super tanky.
Yeah, but those R's are going to be rock solid. That's extra extra rocky damage.
The reset on the red buff, very unfortunate.
Yeah, this is
Alright,
this is
so
good for
red
Andrew
team is
getting that red buff.
I
I like the setup here. They could get a pick
They can just
potentially.
take it. Similarly to last game, you know, blue teams this time's bot side is showing bot right now. That was a tongue twister. The bot lane for Blue Corn Tortilla showed bot, so they can just take Baron. Yeah. Baron's at half. I mean, interestingly, he's a Dart.
Yeah, no one on blue team is there.
To push.
They're interested in the Scion. Who could
he's
potentially
probably
R
dead
out.
for-
Oh no, they get behind him.
Yeah, I mean, he's just dead. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Or never mind.
Oh my
Ults out.
god, Tokyo Drift!
Tokyo Drift.
Oh my goodness! And there's the rock solid from Josh!
Tokyo Drift. Oh my god.
My goodness.
Luke dies though? Oh, this is
Luke dies
not-
though, but that's two die here.
This is not great. But they're
Dario drifts back in and it looks like Adrian's going to fall by his hand.
Tokyo Drift.
Oh my god.
Tokyo Drift. They died.
Actual Tokyo Drift.
Nice.
Ooh, Oriana ult.
Nice Oriana ult.
Ooh, yep.
And a shutdown onto
Yeah, a
Andrew is
little
going
bit
to be
of an
pretty
overkill
big
here.
for Miguel.
Because now they only have 2 members in Baron, which is better than no members from the last game. So, you know, you'll take it. But it's slightly unfortunate to lose so many members when you get a big Baron play like that. But they're still ahead. They're still comfortable. They're still in the driver's seat. So, and they have their 2 minutes for their soul. So, you know, that's big. That'll be the next big fight. So they can get some gold right here and just really ice that fight. You know, they'll be in a good
you've
place.
got like red team's in such a good position because I mean they've got like a Fed assassin, which you never like to deal with. You've got a Fed tank who's probably not going to get killed again this game. You got Andrew's sitting comfortably, as is Josh. Their team's looking to potentially get the soul in just over a minute, and no less Cloud Soul, which is going to help. Like for instance, the Recon engages and stuff. I just saw a hook on the ground. On the Recon engages, like this could be big for the red team and what they really need to close this
They're
game
just
out.
cracking open the mid lane turret, which is pretty big. So they're equalizing those turrets a little bit. Clearing out some vision just on both sides right now. So just the vision game.
Yeah, the
Looks
important
alright.
part is that Dario's clearing it bot side, which is going to help them establish the vision around the soon to spawn dragon. Oh, this could be dangerous. Lily gets out though.
Yeah, dropping Lily's back though is big because that means she might be late to this Drake fight now, a little bit.
Potentially, she might just have to forgo backing entirely. And how much
Exactly.
gold does she have? She has over 1k. So this could be interesting.
Pick on Thresh, maybe?
Oh, baby!
Oh,
That's a lot of
oh,
damage,
boy.
but not enough.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Tokyo
Oh,
Drift.
boy. Looking good.
Ooh. But here comes the Rakan. There's the charm.
Yes. But he dies himself. Lily dies?
But Andrew's on
Okay.
cleanup crew. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks like they're cleaning up.
In
Okay,
he
they're cleaning up.
goes. There's the
So-
jump. There's the shots.
Ends up being okay. But that was risky there.
Mhm.
That was a close fight.
But for their risk, they're rewarded with Dragon Soul, as it looks.
That's true.
Nidalee dead.
It's big, and they get turrets
More
too. They might even
position
get
to
a hit.
steal. Turret
I don't know.
potential inhib. This is big.
We'll see. Probably not.
Probably not on
here's
inhib,
the
yeah.
Ezreal ult on the wave clear, which I guess probably makes more sense than trying for the steal, but they don't have any vision, right? So yeah, I guess that makes probably more sense. All right, so 23
And
minutes.
especially if
sold.
they see it coming, Steven can just like watch and just they hold off on hitting it. And
Yeah.
Steven smites after. Yeah. Steven's got that maxed out Dark Seal too, which is gonna really help things. I don't know. I wonder if he upgrades this to Mage Eyes and just starts doing really big damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Surrender vote for blue team. Little
Ooh,
tilt.
3-0 no less. Like 3 people want it out. Which is wow.
Oh, and he does.
I think
purchase
Miguel
the
would have clicked no.
Magi's.
I think Miguel would have clicked no.
Yeah, I mean,
Steven
it
does
He's
get
not
the
the type to
Magi's.
surrender a game before the. Yeah, but anyway.
shows a little bit the mentality, maybe, like with the mental state. Again, that's why I just think the mental game is bigger than anything else. Like, if you can keep your mental intact, that's like the most important thing and the hardest thing I'd say in this tournament. So we'll have to see though. Still a lot of game to play, not an insurmountable gold deficit. So we'll have to see. Maybe a pick on Dario here, but doesn't look like they're
That really
going for it.
does look like.
Pick on Ard.
Oh, pick on
It's-
Ard up here.
Yeah.
That's a
Wow.
lot of damage. To show you the power of Flex Tape, I saw this Ornn in half. Did they saw him out completely? Yes, they do.
Donates the kill to Andrew. Good guess,
Yeah,
Steven.
huge for Andrew here.
I'm a little surprised Rakan didn't at least hit him just so that he could get an assist.
It's probably better to not split the gold, but I'm not 100% sure how
Oh,
they
good
Oh,
lap.
baby! Rock solid! Oh,
great
baby!
Great collapse.
That, you hate to be Arlen in that situation.
Oh, nice.
Or
block.
Lily, but it looks like she lives.
Oh, not
Probably
quite.
just over execute
Ooh.
threshold. Oh my goodness, red team is getting everything
Oh,
here.
Yep.
Oh, wait, but.
But not that.
Oh,
But
teleport.
in comes Dario.
2 teleports. I'm. 2
Legendary.
teleports for the, for the wave clear. No BM, of course, no BM. But they get the Baron, probably. So we'll have to see if blue side even tries to contest this or not. Oh, Adrian maybe step a little forward. Let's find out.
Double CC. Oh, but he goes right into the Scion Q.
Yeah. I mean,
So does he see this? Do you see the Scion Q if you don't see Scion?
no, you do not.
No.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So without Tristana, they don't really have a fast Baron pick. So they can't really start until Tristana gets here. But it looks like Lily is bot side for some reason. So a little bit of a split call here. Like, I'm kind of like Lily just showed an award, so I'm kind of confused. Why?
I think she just doesn't think they can fight it at this point and doesn't.
Yeah, but then why is the rest?
Is
of the team
trying
up
to
here?
get something else.
I mean, she's rotating up now, so I guess their team has decided they want to try to fight.
Red team, they could potentially finish this Baron here though, which is gonna be pretty big.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Might fight.
Lily with the spear.
Blue team stole it.
Stole?
They stole it. The orange stole it. Oh my god.
Khan falls. Andrew could be in danger here too, and he falls too.
Yeah.
This could be what the blue team needed.
This game.
What a game! And down goes Josh as well.
Feels like the orange auto, like the licorice or something. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my god, is that licorice?
They get a Baron and they get 3
Did they
members.
bend? I think they
yeah.
just got bent right now. Oh my god. That's the tilter. That is the tilter. Alright, maybe I don't think game's actually over yet. Because I don't think it's just
yeah, everyone's back.
Wow. Well, that's
they
one way
got
to
a
eat.
lot there, especially with an Elder coming up in a minute. This could give blue team exactly what they needed here.
Yeah, I mean, Elder fight wins the game here. I feel like, you know. I mean, gold is pretty. So
Even if it doesn't necessarily win blue team the game, I don't know if it does or not. But if it doesn't, it's gonna come pretty close to winning blue team the game.
I think an ace wins the game here, right? So
Yeah, the more you think about it, an ace wins the game.
unless the waves are in a yeah.
I'm especially scared for red teams because their inhib is down. Blue team has supers.
Yeah.
So especially if red team gets ace, this gets dicey for them.
At least it's mid lane, so you can have someone clear the mid wave and be close to dragon still. So like if it was top inhib, that would be very disastrous. Oh, but speaking of disastrous, Luke getting caught out.
Luke
maybe?
could get caught here, but he gets out.
He gets out. Okay. Yep. So
Yeah,
mid wave
it's
is
still
just
going. The more time blue team keeps them interested, the more time they give that super wave to push.
I mean,
There's a charm on the thresh.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't very rock solid of you, Josh.
Not looking good.
Oh, but Luke, the last
Oh,
rip. Oh, that hurts. And so far, 1 kill onto red team.
feel it hurts a little
Blue
bit.
team
I
gets the
think,
kill.
at this point. Like, I don't know. You can tell that they probably feel a little sad that the game's a little bit too close, a little closer than they would.
Oh
wanted.
no. Josh isn't tanky and he's gonna fall. Dario not tanky enough. But here
the
comes
assassin.
Steven with the assassinations, but that is an ace for blue team as it
Not quite.
appears, or close to one. They're all TPing.
Yeah. I was just trying to end.
They're gonna beat Andrew to their base.
This game, I
They've
think.
got Demolish.
Oh.
But here comes
They got
Luke.
maybe not quite end. Not quite end. Wow. The game continues.
But here comes Andrew. Now the
dead
Arnolds have Andrew in a
dead?
turret between them and safety.
Careful. Ooh.
And this is dangerous.
Oh,
It's the charm. Here's the duel. A
Oh my
1,000
God,
gold onto Andrew, potentially more. Here's the Arnold,
Oh.
but there it is. It's not
Oh,
enough,
good.
and Andrew gets another 150 gold for his troubles.
holy sh! Oh my God, this game is.
TP.
Elder is up,
Elder
guys.
drag.
Elder, we're TPing to Elder. Oh my God, what is this game?
What
Holy
a
crap,
game.
we're TPing to Elder.
What a game, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
my God. They don't have any damage though for Elder. Like
They, yeah, Nidalee's getting here. It's looking like a smite fight,
oh
and
boy. Oh God.
they're even in
oh,
levels.
God.
Oh man, my heart nearly skipped a beat.
Okay,
Red
okay.
team gets it though,
Holy.
and that is
Oh my God.
huge.
Oh my God.
Red
Oh,
team has a
man.
brush with death, but this Elder Dragon is going to make things substantially harder. Not necessarily impossible, but substantially harder for blue team to close this
Holy
game out on them.
shit, this game is actually taking years off my life.
This is what I look for.
Decade
I thought it'd be
off of mine,
adding
man.
some.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Wow.
Holy crap. Well, so we got to see. There has to be a team fight, right? Like Elder's super strong, but if you don't get a team fight down, like it doesn't matter. So they need to
Yeah,
get this team
they
fight.
have to force it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a minute till Baron.
They
So
have more than enough resources to force it with.
oh yeah, I
ultimate
mean their
and
team is
with,
great at starting fights, but
yeah.
you need to do it. You still need to pull the trigger somewhere. So
Yeah. I'm curious to see like a good Scion or Arcana
Oh,
game.
there we go. Oh, and the knockout.
Combos, baby, and here comes Josh with the rock solid on Miguel. Oh man, and everyone's just getting eaten alive by the Elder Dragon.
Oh.
That is the game. It looks like.
what a game! What a
Oh my goodness. I'm still processing just the roller coaster of that game.
wow!
Wow.
What a game!
Honestly, they definitely played it to their.
Wait, here comes Doppio.
strength.
Big damage. Tanking 2 towers and he doesn't care. There's the Elder for another kill. Oh my god.
Wow!
I need to catch my breath for a minute, man. That was...
What a game.
Holy shit!
Oh man.
Holy shit!
Oh man.
What the fuck? We
Oh
got
my
16
goodness.
viewers now too. All right, let's see those votes. Okay, so now that we got a bunch of people in the chat, could we all please vote so we can see what the chat thinks, what the people think? Who's gonna win this last game? You know?
Let me look at these damage charts.
Holy
Tristana damage.
Tristana damage! Wow.
Oh,
Oh
my
my God.
goodness. What a game. That was something else. That's all because
okay,
Ardit
so
failed the
vote,
PP
scroll
poo poo
down.
check, by the way. Let it be
If
known,
you're on your
Ardit.
phone, I don't know how you vote, but if you're on a desktop, just scroll down.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. I mean, I think it just shows, right? Like they picked a comp that was all about team fighting. They team fought, they won team fights, they won the game. Like, you know, the Baron steal made it very close, and they were very close to the Bloom Cord tortilla chip was very close to ending several times, but in the end, it just came down to the dragon fight. They got dragon, won the game.
That was just gigantic, man.
Wow.
Oh my. I'm still processing this. What
Wow.
a just the fights, the bloodbaths, the smite, the steals, the everything about that game was just
All right,
like,
so we've gotten 2 more votes in the chat now, and it's still 50%. So the people seem to think that this series can go either way.
Honestly, I think if Permanent Team 3 can get another just engage comp with another like damage dealing either like jungler or mid laner, like Evelyn again, I honestly think that they can definitely win this third game, but I also think that Blue Cord and Tortilla, if they can get a really good poke comp, avoid getting picked, if they can possibly ban those really strong engage champs, I think they definitely have a shot. It's definitely not over.
yeah, I think PTT wants to run back as much of what they can in terms of their own team comp. And I think I don't know. We have a hi Matt in the chat. Hi Chris.
I'd also just like to give a shout out to Larkin for slaving away on his CS projects, or instead of doing that, watching the stream, because I saw him posting in the chat earlier. So shout out to Larkin for not doing work and watching the stream instead.
Seeing in
Big
chat,
brain.
highlight play was Scion Tokyo Drift for me. I'm gonna
Tokyo
have to
Drift was
agree
crazy.
with you. That was something else. That was too good. Oh man. I think my heart rate just kind of like tripled. That last game, man. I can't even process. Just my brain is off. All right, here's they sent out the spectator link for the draft.
Oh, alrighty.
All right, so it's gonna be a couple of minutes until the draft happens. Other thoughts on comps and things?
Honestly, I just want to see more of the same from PTT, and I think that the pick comps have worked pretty well for Blue. Honestly, I think both teams had good comps. I think both teams could have won that game, so just run it back. Honestly, I want to see that game again. That was just so hype.
I don't think we're ever gonna get a repeat of something as glorious as that last game, but I think we can try and get as close as we can. I'm down for this. Granted, we could get even more exciting things because they have to choose between banning some of the things on that roster that last game, and namely banning out Josh is one of the things that last game Blue Corn Tortillas was particularly interested in. And you've got choices to make. Let's see what this ban is from PTT, because there's no way they would want to use a none ban there.
Did they say what it's supposed to be?
Oh, someone started the pro draft too early.
Oh, so I guess this pro draft is they're gonna have to restart it, I guess. All right, so we have a or what Larkin calls a hot take in the chat, where he says that Blue Corn Tortilla will win because they won't throw in Game 3 and have better macro, but PTT deserves to win because they have better team play. What do we think about that, guys?
I definitely like PTT's team play. I agree with Larkin in that sentiment. I think better
Honestly,
micro.
I definitely think BCT does have better micro, and that
Yeah.
PTT does have better team play, and I think that's literally what they're just playing on. Like, in the first game, we definitely saw how they could, how BCT could just catch people out when they're out of position, and we saw how that really was able to win them the first game, but we also saw how team play could definitely win PTT the second game. So I think it really comes down to what team comps they have, and if PTT is able to get a really good engaged team comp that they can work around, and whether or not BCT can really take advantage of their micro plays and get them to look more for picks and catching people out, and if they'll be able to get away with that in this last game.
Someone in chat also just brought up the two-man bot lane like gank to mid at like level 2, which was crazy. That was actually insane that they pulled that off. So that is
If BCT doesn't 5-man Steven's Wolves level 2 trolling. Actually, you know what? I mean, it is Evelyn. It's not like they won't get away with it. But
you know, Justin just said in chat, if PTT wins, GameStop is going to 100K per share. You know, I mean,
followed by a Pepe hands, no less.
Yeah, so obviously he stands by this sentiment very strongly. So I think that BCT has a civic duty to throw then if it's going to go to 100K if PTT wins. So I
don't know. All I'm gonna say is I know where that guy lives.
Well,
yeah,
interestingly enough, if you've kept your eyes peeled on the vote has finally declared someone to be ahead for at least the time being. PTT currently has 4 votes, the 3 votes of Blue Corn Tortilla. So it seems like the people think PTT is going to win.
So there's a new spectator link for Pro Draft.
Yeah, but they haven't started it yet, so we're just chilling here in the moment. Nope, you can do the poll just by scrolling down on the webpage. Yeah, if you're on mobile, you might not be able to vote, but if you're on a computer, you can just
Justin
scroll
also
down.
votes for PTT.
Well, you should hop on a desktop then, so you can actually make your vote count.
Miguel is a crayon-eating GME investor. He can't micro, says Justin. I would like to hear Miguel's thoughts on the matter.
I don't think Miguel's in the chat, so I don't know if he can defend himself.
All right, Justin wins the round then.
I'm so excited for this game 3. I just hope we get more of that second game. That was very exciting to watch.
Yeah, I think we've got a game no matter how you slice it and dice it. Because even that first game when things started so rocky for PTT, we still had a game.
Yeah.
And even when PTT started to amass an early lead as the game went on, somehow we still got a game. After they got like 3 Drakes and a Herald. So I think we will have a game. I think that much is definite. That much is a given. I'm curious to see who comes out on top because this is really anybody's game. Yeah.
Let's see. So we're still waiting for Arlen to get back from the bathroom, it seems.
Wow, that is so weak. Imagine using the bathroom. Couldn't be me.
Sure. Honestly, PTT's or the Blue Corn Tortilla's mental with the surrender vote is you gotta look at the mental sometimes. It's mental is just as important as your skill. So.
Quick side note: Josh wants me to ask the casters who he should play mid. I vote the Malphite.
Jace.
If we're going there, want him on Kane. If we're going there, want him on Kane.
I enjoyed the Malphite. I think Malphite or Galio would be very good.
Chris says Teemo, Josh.
Josh, I know you can hear me. You know what to do.
Josh, I know you can hear me. I love you.
Oh, picks and bans have started. So the Rengar ban for PTT seems like it's a classic. The Annie ban for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing it for some reason.
Have you clicked on the spectator link?
Oh, here we go. I reloaded it. Yeah, these
so
are some classic
the Annie
bans.
ban seems also to just be a classic. They're hovering it, so maybe they're gonna.
Probably just spend it. Probably just saving,
maybe.
Like making use of their
Using
time.
the time, yeah.
Plan their next 2 bans.
Yep. So let's see what the next ban is. Nothing too out of the ordinary yet. Trying to remember what were the bans from last game. Does anyone remember?
Dang it, I'm not sure.
The Nard ban. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like he wants to be on the Ornn. I think the Ornn was putting in so much work, but to be fair, though, I like them accounting for it though, because isn't Gnar strong right now too?
Gnar is pretty strong right now, and Art is a very good Gnar player, so that is something. But I'm confused. He hasn't played it yet this series, so I'm surprised that they're banning it.
I do find it interesting.
I think if you're banning a jungler, I feel like you would ban. If you're banning a jungler for PTT, I feel like you ban Evelyn. No, I could be wrong.
I definitely think Steven's Evelyn is very
really
scary.
He got some really good flanks. I'm kind of no.
Yeah, there's the Olaf man.
This might be like an ego check.
Here's
kind
the
of thing,
Lulu.
You know?
This could be Luke, but this could be Dario. Oh, they're picking Lucian now.
Is this Lucian mid? Does Josh
play? I have no idea.
Oh my god,
wait, it probably is Dario's pick.
Oh my god, the triple flex.
Oh man, this is disgusting and I love it.
Oh my god.
There's Lucian.
Well,
indeterminate lane Lucian.
Indeterminate lane Lucian, yeah.
We'll see how Blue Corn Tortillas responds. 15 seconds to pick. What do you guys predict here in the 8 seconds we have?
I think Caitlyn would be
Caitlin's a good pick.
pick. Yeah.
Yeah, the Caitlin's good.
I mean, Thresh and Leona are both up for Adrian. I know he likes playing both those champs, so I think
Yeah,
maybe
Adrian's got options for sure.
if they're
You
picking
always
their
go
bot
with the
lane right now.
Lux.
I'm gonna look up on Josh's op.gg. I wonder if he's played any Lucian mid recently. Let's find out.
Ooh, the Vel'Koz. That would.
Vel'Koz.
Yep. Oh, they're
Ooh.
playing. They're definitely playing to win.
Yeah, they're not trying to win. They're trying
Yeah.
to destroy him. They're out for blood.
Yeah.
As far as I can
Luke's
tell,
on the classic Rakan. I
no
like this pick.
Lucian mid for Josh in his recent. He has 2 games on it. It seems like this season, so I don't think that's for Josh.
Ooh, Steven's on Skarner.
Skarner,
Steven
that's a good
Skarner
champ.
is pretty
Skarner,
good.
Rel.
Oh,
my
and the
God,
Rel.
Skarner, Rel.
That's
So it's like a team fight comp again, I think.
mhm.
So
It's a
and I
very
like
good
it.
team
I
fight
like
comp.
PTT has shown that they're pretty good at their team fight comps. So I like that they're playing around what their strength as a team is.
Yeah,
And BCT, it does look to be going for more of a poke long range comp
and there's the Leona.
than the Leona.
I'm just scared of seeing like a Leona stun into a Vel'Koz laser. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely going to be
much.
what they'll
Like-
have to look out for,
Alright,
especially late
so
game.
hitting the second round of bans here. Yeah. I mean, I think again, it just shows one side you got team fight, one side you got pick. You know.
banning the
Alright.
Malphite.
So the respect ban, I guess. They don't think it's a Lucian mid, I suppose. But I would agree with that. I don't think it's gonna be a Lucian mid, but you know, it's gonna be a Jace mid, of course, because you know I told Josh to do it.
Kane mid. I told him to go Kane mid. You
True.
better go Kane mid. It's a blue Kane game, guys. There's a Vel'Koz and a Caitlyn.
Blue Kane. Oh my god. Yeah, how
Am
do
I
you think
wrong?
the
No.
Kane matchup into Vel'Koz is? How do you think that lane would go?
Probably suffering, but it's about the journey, not about the result.
Okay. Well, wouldn't the suffering be the journey and the result?
I mean, no, because yes. Anyway,
So it looks like they're trying to put him on Vagar here because they've banned out his other champs, right? So
ooh, I like this. The Ornn
The
ban.
Ornn ban.
yeah, so they've squeezed hard pool a little bit here. So it'll be interesting to see what he picks up. Yeah, maybe a Tryndamere, could be a Mordekaiser. I know he also plays that. So we'll have to see. The
Renekton.
Oh, the Renekton. Good.
Ooh, the lane bully Renekton. Well, they better hope that's not a Lucian top.
Jeez.
Oh,
Actually, the
no, he's
Jason.
just hovering. He's just hovering. He's not going to pick it.
Yeah, there's the Vanguard.
No,
There's the
he's not
Vanguard.
going to pick it. Yeah, he's just hovering.
Josh, I
think
thought we had a relationship based on trust, Josh. I can't believe you would betray that trust.
Lucian. I was really hoping it was a Lucian top. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad that it's a
What?
Lucian top. It's a Lucian top.
Oh,
Lucian
man.
top,
Lucian
baby.
top. I mean,
Here we
okay,
go.
so this is really sad for Renekton. Like, unbelievably sad for Renekton.
Oh, this
So-
is gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough for Ardit.
Oh man.
Let's see.
And the Kane.
There's the Kane.
There
I
we
got
go.
the Kane I wanted.
Ah,
This is I don't know. On the one hand, it looks yeah.
Let's
As a
see.
Kane, I personally am a little half hesitant, half this is amazing. Because like, if you can hit the Lucian with a W, it's amazing. If you don't get your W spell shielded by the Sivir, it's amazing. If you have Edge of Night before Vagar cages you, it's amazing. If Skarner doesn't ult you, it's amazing. If Rel doesn't stun you, it's amazing. But if any of that happens, yikes. That's if you go blue Kane at least. Red Kane, you're having probably a rougher time if I had to wager a guess.
You know, interestingly enough, ob.gg actually says that in the Renekton Lucian lane, it's Renekton favored, which I guess makes some degree of sense. But I would assume that with like the Lucian dash, if you just dash when the Renekton dashes, then he can't get on you, and you just auto attack. Like I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Okay, maybe that's it. Yeah,
And doesn't he get 2 of them or something?
he gets 2, but then you can't get out, and you just get auto attacked while you're trying to leave. So like your all-in's probably stronger, but if you can't kill him from an all-in, then you might just get killed because the Lucian can just poke you from afar. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
also
so we
excited to
should,
see Arlen on the Vel'Koz.
So yeah, who do you think won draft?
Who do we think won draft? Toughie, what do you think? I think in terms of consistency, I feel like PTT, I feel like they're just more consistent. Like they've had just like that raw team fight potential. The engage, the peel, they got so much. On the other hand, if somebody gets really fed on BCT, that's going to be terrifying to deal with.
Yeah.
So I think this, in practice, this can really go either way. I think on paper, however, I think PTT has a better draft, but I don't really know myself.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think it would lean more towards BCT. My thought is you really have to commit a lot in order to kind of enable PTT. You really have to make sure that Skarner can get on that Caitlyn or the Vel'Koz, and that like Rel and Veigar can get close enough. I think Vel'Koz and Caitlyn both have a lot of range and will kind of limit PTT how close they can get and get away with it, especially with Leona and Renekton with the stuns and the slows. And then Kayn as well. I think they're going to have a hard time getting close enough to Skarner ult one of the carries, and I think that's their win condition is to get CC onto BCT's carries.
Carries of which they have a lot. Like their only real non-carry is Leona.
Yeah.
So I'm curious how that impacts things too.
I will say though,
like,
I think that the team fight for PTT is better because I think that like the Rel ult, the Veigar box, the Skarner ult is just so oppressive. Like all that CC and that zone control, and they have 2 ADCs and the Veigar, so they have a lot of damage too. That being said, Kayn
not to mention the Sivir and the Veigar scaling.
Yeah, Kayn has 3 squishies that I'm sure he'd love to pop, so I think this is a pretty good Blue Kayn game.
Pretty good, but with an asterisk over it, because there's a lot that can go wrong too. This is a harder game for Blue Kayn, but like out of the 2 forms, I like Blue Kayn better here.
Okay.
Because like I don't know what Veigar builds. Especially if, like, for instance, Veigar builds Zhonya's on top of everything I mentioned earlier, like, this is going to be it's going to be a little hard to, like, all in onto them per se, but, like, Blue King can rush around the map and poke people with W's. But he's got to make sure he doesn't get caught. Like, because, for instance, there's Veigar Cage, Rel everything, Skarner ults. So Edge of Night's important.
Yeah. I'm running to the bathroom very quick. I'll be right back.
Yep. Stu, what do you think on all this?
Honestly, I definitely think if BCT can get ahead early and end the game by like 24 or 25 minutes, if they can get ahead enough to end it by that time, it's definitely in their favor. I feel like the longer the game goes on, PTT will definitely be more favored if it's a longer game for PTT.
I agree with you. I think that I don't know. I mean, like the way I see, especially Joss's Veigar scale so hard. Doesn't Sivir scale really hard too, or like wave clear extremely well, or do really well late game somehow?
Yeah. Sivir
so like,
scales.
Yeah. So I think your assessment on this is good, Stu. I think that yeah, I agree with it. I'm curious to see how this early game is gonna go, cause at least from a jungler's perspective, is Skarner. I mean, I don't really know what Skarner, like, what the optimal game plan on a Skarner is. You probably either want to be fast farming to 6, spam ganking, or both at once somehow. I don't know. You would think I would know how to play who wins Skarner versus Kayn in a 1v1. I would think Kayn barely, maybe in a short one. But I think if they're both full health duking it out, I feel like part of me says Skarner because like his Q gets meaty and he stuns you and stuff, but the shield and I don't really know. In terms of ganks for each side, if Vel'Koz gets overextends, over pushes, that's dangerous.
Oh, that's an easy gank for sure.
Like, whereas like, also if Josh does too, but he can just cage, for instance.
Yeah,
Like,
at least he has some form of like. I mean, I guess Vilcaz has a knockup too, right? But the Veigar cage, I think, is more reliable and easier to set up to like
So
run
much,
away
yeah.
potentially.
Mhm.
But yeah, Vel'Koz is a very vulnerable champion to ganks, I would say.
yeah, I agree with that.
All right, I mean,
Interesting. Okay, Lily's going red Kayn. Or
Really?
at least, yeah.
the Conqueror, that's true.
So the game plan for Lily changes, and perhaps to a degree for
All right, I've loaded
BCT
in.
changes.
I paused though.
Yep.
I paused.
All
You're
right.
good.
Six, 7, 8. You guys all there?
All right, 12, 13, 14, 15.
All right, I'm
a little
just
high,
a tad behind you.
17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2,
Oh,
3, 24. Okay, we're good. All right. All right, so one last game for the series, fanning out on both sides. But interestingly enough, red side, is leaving a little hole in their fan out. So, you know, that theoretically can be capitalized on. So, it wasn't, but you know. There are things to remember. Let's see. Pretty standard items, it looks like. Doran's Blade for the Lucians, Doran's Shield. Oh, Ignite on Dario, though, interestingly enough. So that's going to be in lane, a lot of kill pressure, but out of lane, a little less global presence. So something to keep in mind.
you're right, the Ignite there. There is a teleport on Josh, though.
I mean, there's one teleport. Oh, that's some bad French right there. Oh my god. Okay, well, so I'm going to take this opportunity as a French major to explain why that was horrible French. So, if we look at the chat, right? So, you only will do like an apostrophe kind of thing, right? Where it's like there's a vowel that's starting the next word, right? So if you do like
So the lapel should
gem,
be where
like,
it is.
I love, it would just be je, like J apostrophe A, right?
Yeah.
But between like je and m, there's no apostrophe there, you know, there's no contract.
But between the M and the lapel, there should be.
Where'd he go?
Yeah. Okay.
This is an interesting invade from Lily here onto Steven's blue buff, and gets away with it by the looks of it.
Going
Could
for the Gromp
potentially
as
get
well.
the Gromp as well. Does she have Smite still? Let me see. She does.
She does.
All right.
She may get it. Yeah, I think she
Like it.
gets it.
Yeah.
This is not good for Steven here. It's not only this, but
Yeah, he just
wait,
lost
this is
a
a free
lot.
top gank too.
Free top gank, yeah. Isn't going for it though, I guess?
Let me see.
Kind of surprising.
Because she knows, because that's gonna reveal, doesn't it? That she's there. Like, don't you get a little like notification or like some kind of indication that when a
Oh, something interesting.
gank in the mid lane?
Raptors blue
does-
Gromp did not get level 3.
Oh,
I thought it would, but I guess it doesn't.
huh.
That is.
Also kind of interesting. Josh's Mystic Minion. Oh, missed another.
Nice. Way to go, Josh. You have failed us all.
Oh, he hit that one. All right. Bot lane hard shoving, red side. Which is to be expected. I mean, Leona Caitlyn is quite a hard shoving bot lane. Gets a lot of prio. And similarly, a lot of prio for Dario in the top lane. Because, you know, Lucian top, the Huni cosplay. So just looks like a trade on the Scuttle Crabs.
But Lily does have a bot side she can do here, but so does Steven. It looks like she's after
going for
him.
the invade though. I don't know who wins these. Oh, she's just going for. Wait, Steven's back. Does Steven?
Yeah, I think Steven. Well, not anymore. But yeah, she has to flash out there. But I don't know. I feel like in a really long fight, I guess Steven wins it, but I'm not 100% sure. But there's the Veigar cage. But is Josh dead? Looks like he lives for now, but will Kane die first? He will! And Andrew gets the first blood. Josh promised to live, Steven could live. There's the flash from Adrian, and he falls. And Steven falls.
Double flash though, you know? That's a lot invested for the kill. Like flash ignite, like no summons bot. Steven can just come gank bot now. But I think overall it's probably very
blue
worth
team
for,
also got like the first blood kill.
Yeah. Exactly. I think very worth for PTT.
Is Lily going blue Kane? Because the tier is, to my knowledge, the tier is typically a blue Kane thing.
Does she play Kane a lot? Like, does she?
I think she does. I think she
Dark Harvest
does.
on blue Kane.
So, I know, like, if you want to go blue Kane in Champ Select, at least in Champ Select, if you know you want to go blue Kane, that's Dark Harvest right away.
Yeah.
I don't know if, because I think Kane, the preeminent Kane streamer in NA, always goes Manamune no matter what form he goes.
Okay.
I don't like to watch him because he's a toxic POS, but that's a story for another time.
Okay. So is it? Do you ever go? Is there ever reason to go Conqueror on blue Kane or no?
This same guy plays. Sometimes will build blue Kane like a bruiser in very, very, very specific situations. So he'll literally just go the red Kane build and go blue Kane. So that could be what's going on here.
Do you think this is one of those situations though?
I have no idea. I mean, with how with the state red Kane is in right now, from what I keep hearing at least.
Another gank in the mid lane?
Gank in the mid lane. Harlan is
doesn't look like
6-0.
they're getting anything though.
But I think there's going to be some more. There's fighting both mid, river, and bot. But
I think they kill Adrian. I think.
Yeah, they kill Adrian. Andrew's got 2 kills in 6
minutes.
He
has a red buff. I just did not realize. Wow.
Oh, you know why? Because Adrian killed Steven with the Ignite.
Wow.
So the buff transfer has just gotten to the ADC really with 2 kills.
Yeah.
Oh, but here's a laser.
I think. Oh, he died.
And here's a fight at Scuttle, and I guess we do find out who wins this. Interestingly, it looks like so far a 3v2. We'll see what happens. Blue team should be able to secure the Scuttle.
Scuttle, yeah, here. And drag.
And potentially drag.
Yeah. This is risky.
Yeah. I don't like it myself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Steven has both sides of camps to do. This gives look at red team just collapsing. Yeah, and they get the drag. They got a leash on the dragon now. But Dario almost got that kill. That was almost amazing. Next patch, I'm pretty sure that would not have. I think if this were next patch, he would have been dead because they're nerfing Renekton. The HP you get from the Renekton are. Oh no, he didn't use it. He didn't use it. I'm talking out of my behind. Yeah.
So, do we think this is a Stride Breaker Renekton? Or Gore Drinker Renekton?
I'd guess Gore Drinker, but I don't really know how Renekton builds.
Honestly, all the hip kids these days are building Prowler's Claw on him. If you look at the pros, like, no, I know it sounds like a meme, but
I know, yeah, but it's so wacky, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you think about it, like in team fights, one of Renekton's problems is that you can get kited out relatively easily. So if you go Prowler's Claw, and then you still have your dashes and stuff, like you're not gonna get kited out.
Yeah,
so it's just
that's my issue with picking Kane into Veigar. He just cages you like that, and it's rough. But that's less picking Kane, but more just like Veigar things. Actually, I misspoke. But yeah.
Stopping the recall of Miguel there, so getting a little bit of a late recall, perhaps.
Yeah. This is
I don't know which team I'd rather be right here, because you choose between a Fed mid laner or a Fed mid and well off jungler, or a Fed ADC that scales extremely hard. Both are good choices.
Yeah.
Um,
And a bit of a CS lead for Dario in the top lane, so I think the Lucian pick is working as intended, you know? Like, get that CS lead, bully the lane a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays it later. Oh, but maybe a bit of a collapse in the bot lane?
Self-gank into the bot lane.
Let's see.
That could be a stun onto Adrian.
Yeah,
Potential,
Leona's
a lot
just
of
super tanky
damage.
with the aftershock. It's just very tanky, so but they chunk him at half. Pretty useful. They didn't really capitalize on the flash to the bot lane though, which has been unfortunate. Oh, I don't know about this one, Adrian.
Yeah, that was an interesting
Canceling
choice.
his recall, that's not good. Very risky. We'll see if they could dive. They might just dive him. I mean, level 6 on
losing a
Rel.
lot here, but
Level 6 on Rel. Might be able to, do they have
both of
aftershock
them.
up?
Oh, they're
Yeah,
going
just
for it.
dive him.
Here it comes,
Yeah,
and it looks like Adrian falls,
yeah. I
and
agree.
Luke is dead.
But I think it's kind of worked because ADC gets the kill.
Yeah,
assuming
I agree
he
with
doesn't
you.
die here.
And the other ADC loses some gold, but Andrew could be overextended here.
Yeah, and
But
just
does
has
he have
flash.
R? He does not. He has
He has
flash.
flash.
He can get out of this. But at what cost? Good flash on the KW. If that hit
Yeah.
him, it would have been deadly.
Yeah, so this Sivir is, you know, ahead. So that's gonna be very good. Oh, but a gank in the mid lane. Gank in the mid lane. So nothing happens though.
Yeah, just look at the top lane bullying action going on.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it though, the CS gap in the mid lane for
Oh, that's another one.
Oh, yeah, the gold gap is
It happens so fast, Connor. This game is a roller coaster. Dario in the top lane here.
Dario is going for a kill. Let's
Another
find out.
flurry of blaster bolts, and that's
gets
that's
it.
the kill.
Okay, yeah.
Machine
So
gun.
the advantage in the top lane is probably similar to the advantage that the mid lane for the other team has. So it'll be interesting. I mean, gold's dead even, so very exciting.
Yeah, look at this. They're even getting plates up there too in the top lane.
Yeah.
Though we could see some action bot in a second.
Oh, they're gonna get first tower top.
Wait,
Holy crap!
oh, there's
Yep, the
Herald.
Red Herald. Yep.
Oh, that's so big top.
Wow.
Bam.
First tower at 11 minutes. That's
They could get
crazy.
another charge off too. Kane is bot side, so there's
Yeah.
no one really around to stop them from just continuing here.
Yeah. Wow. That gold is massive.
That is
And
huge
that second charge.
for
But Dario has to be
PTT.
careful here because now that he's pushed up, then
Ooh.
it's gonna be. Oh.
Yeah,
there's
there's another kill
shot.
in the mid lane. That's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh is just that attractive. They had to. He really attracted
Makes
them.
sense. Makes sense.
You know.
Oh, but there might be action in the bot lane. It looks like.
But now they're all roaming bot lane, but there is a
Oh,
Sivir
but
ult.
The Sivir ult.
Kane is gonna get not onto them yet. 'cause
Okay. I mean, the
it's also
anti-dive. I
W.
guess. Yeah, I think they have to
Use
give
the
up this dragon.
Flash, but
Or though, maybe not. Because they have TP. I mean, they have their top laner.
Ooh, in goes
coming,
Steven. But I'll get stopped by Adrian. Suppressing the Leona though. The Lily's in on the action.
And then
that's
a laser, and that
not
could be
sure
big
about
for
this
red team.
one.
Wait,
Although
Dario gets the
Dario?
kill. There's a Veigar cage. And that could be a deadly. Oh my god, the Veigar damage. That's a lot of damage onto both sides.
Okay.
Is that an
That's
if
an
not
ace.
an ace, that's close to one for red team. And Arlen gets a quadra on top. Holy crap. Wait, did Miguel steal Arlen's penta or something?
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
we
pretty
need
sure
to
he got the
him
first
after
kill,
he steals Ardit's quadra last time he plays, and now he steals Arlen's penta. I
Does
think
it
we
count
need
as
to
a steal if
cancel
he got the first
Miguel,
kill?
guys. Sorry.
All right. So this.
Does it count as a steal if he got the first kill?
Well. preemptively,
Eh,
yeah.
we're out for blood here. Let's count it as a steal.
So unfortunately for PTT, Ardent had some time in the top lane to himself to CS, so he's caught up on farm a little bit. So still definitely behind the Lucian, but not as far behind as he was. So yeah, how do you toggle the gold?
X.
X. Cool. Yeah, so behind some gold, but he catches up a little bit. Oh my god.
Here comes the Kane. Oh, Kane. Lily went red Kane.
Oh,
That's a big
the
shutdown.
though,
Unfortunate
on
that
the
it's on the
rel.
rail, but a big shutdown.
Yeah.
Still a big shutdown. It's gonna make him
Something.
tanky. So.
Oh my god, look at the gold difference in the mid lane. Oh no. That is 3k gold
That
difference.
is.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yikes.
That is an entire item.
Yeah, that is an ouch moment.
But it's okay, Luke is 1k up on Adrian.
Oh man. Oh,
So
that's
does it-
smart. I like the ulti. And it doesn't look like Josh does enough damage to be able to kill
Yeah.
Lily now.
So does the red cane. So
Yeah.
interesting, because I feel like red cane's not particularly strong right now.
I mean, she is building a man immune, so she's not building like this, because typically like red cane will go like either a cleaver or like something a little more like Sterak's that stands visage type thing after Gore Drinker.
Yeah.
Maybe previous patches I would say Ravenous. I don't know if it's as good as it used to be when they changed it a while back. They changed the Omnivamp on it. So I mean, if your goal is to assassinate things and you're building Rust with a lot of damage, I mean, I don't see why not. I think it can still work. Would Blue Cane have been better here potentially? Because you do give, like for instance, it's a lot harder on you if your W gets spell shielded now, because you're also stationary the whole time when you cast it. Grievous Wounds is a problem. Thornmail on Skarner, but that, on the other hand, is not a problem for Red Cane. Yeah. And especially with like Renekton there too, I don't know if they build Grievous Wounds, but if they do, it's going to be a little bit of a problem for Lily. They're going to need some MR though, because look at that Vel'Koz go. Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
His passive is true damage, so if he gets the 3 stacks, it's...
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's just not much you can do. CC him is the answer, I guess.
I mean, you do have that on the Veigar. Despite disadvantages, like that cage is the same whether you're 3k gold down or 3k gold up. That's still a big cage and a big asset.
Level advantage for Renekton at the moment.
I mean, hasn't he been in lane more?
Yeah. But still,
Yeah, that's true.
Up CS.
Lily's on level up. I feel like she could, and like has form now, percent health damage on Q. So I feel like that was winnable if their team decided to follow up there, or not decided, but if their team was there, because I think they were walking in from base. Let me see. For some reason, I thought Ardit was doing Herald, but I am mistaken. I don't have objective timers shown up here. Okay, so we've got a Cloud Drake coming up. What are your guys' thoughts on Cloud Soul here? For yet another game.
I think that there are some, obviously, like the Vel'Koz ult is massive. Skarner ult is massive. Oh,
Ooh.
dead Dario, but maybe
Yeah, but
also
dead Kane.
Kane? So,
Wait, not yet. Now dead Kane. But at what cost?
the whole team.
But it did get onto. Oh no.
Oof.
That is not a good position. Or not necessarily that Andrew misplayed, but just that there was everyone around him. Like that is a rough spot to be in. It looks like Red Team is getting their third dragon. Up 4k. Probably by now they'll be up almost 4k once this dragon sets. Huh, I guess not, but almost 4k gold lead. and this is looking a little rough for
It is looking a little
PTT.
rough. Yeah, I mean, just looking at the gold, they don't have really, like, their biggest advantage in any lane is bot by like 400 gold. So like, you know, a long sword. So it's not, they don't really have advantages anywhere else, and they're in some they have some pretty severe deficits everywhere else. So it's looking a little rough at the moment, but definitely like winnable. I mean, 2 ADCs obviously scales really well, and the Skarner ult scales really well, and Veigar Cage is a Veigar Cage, so, you know, it's winnable, but
they're definitely gonna need to find a way to get on that Caitlyn and the Vel'Koz, though.
Yeah,
to...
it's looking tense.
Yeah, because they're exactly doing what Stu mentioned, where they're just kind of just staying out of danger. Just that was very nearly a steal.
Yeah.
We have potential bloodbaths in the bot lane, in the bot side jungle, but Kane gets out, and we're back to our regularly scheduled farm fest until presumably no one's after this Baron. And Cloud Drake, next one is in a little over 3 minutes, so we've got time. Dario says, "I don't care about time. We're gonna get some kills now." But Ardit had some other ideas.
Yep. Oh, Steven in the bot lane? 3v3? We'll see. Leona's maybe caught out a little
Tried to
bit.
get onto the Caitlyn. Well, I think he was trying to get the Caitlyn and just took what he could get with the Leona.
Oh, but
I'm not sure.
A kill.
But that's still a
there we
kill.
go.
Veigar still does damage. But looks like Steven
is dead, though.
is gonna get caught.
Yeah.
That boomerang does so much damage
Oh
though,
my
but
god, they were necked in
that's a
damage.
lot of damage.
They were necked in damage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He didn't need Prowler's Claw for that.
It shows you the
Oh no!
Oh,
And that's a Vel'Koz laser to top it all off.
shows
The
you a
icing on
little
the
bit
deadly
like what
cake.
happens when there's a TP advantage, for example, because you know Dario, Dario and Ardit were both in the top lanes, but Dario obviously has Ignite, so can't come. So that team fight goes from being like fine to pretty hard loss. It's a 4v5. So shows that it's like, and you know he got a kill in lane, I guess, but I don't know how much the Ignite was helpful. You know, like that's why I feel like I never really take Ignite, even in matchups where you're supposed to crush hard, because I feel like a lot of the times it's more useful just to have the global presence from TP than because in a lot of cases where you'll kill people without Ignite, you'll kill them with Ignite too. So, say it again. Pepe hands. Yeah, I mean, might improve my Jace gameplay a little bit, but I don't know. I still think that the teleport 9 times out of 10 is better. Like this is an opportunity that you could use. Take Ignite if you want, but even in this case, I would probably have taken teleport. Although turrets are looking pretty even, which is good because it gives you some extra room to move around. So I think it's all tier, all the tier 1 turrets for both sides are gone. So both teams will have the extra space to maneuver. Or no, I spoke too soon. They're getting bot tower right now, but you know, you can have we'll see though. There's a collapse in the bot lane maybe. Oh, I think he's getting out. Oh, the back. That was smart. Good back by Andrew. Bit of a lull in the action. Oh, but I just noticed the Drake stacking with the soul point and the soul spawning in 40 seconds.
And
oh, but they're
blue
going
team
for Baron.
is looking at Baron.
A little confused.
They've been spotted because red team is question picked it. Oh, that's they're getting chunked by that Baron.
I don't know what they're thinking with a 2-person startup of Baron there.
You don't have an ADC there to help you either.
Yeah.
You don't have damage and barely really even any tank, so little interesting, but you know, I guess it pulls them away. It's the threat of it maybe pulls them away from the dragon, which is worth something perhaps. But we're going into for the fight.
Smart taking
We'll
away
see.
that blast cone, and it looks
Mhm.
like this could be Soul for the red team.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it is because Steven can't
Just
get
wait
in.
this out. Yep, and that's Soul
Yeah.
for
He's
red
2
team.
levels under.
He's 2 levels under, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Cloud
Soul.
Soul is not the worst to lose, you know?
It is
not
definitely
great.
scary, unlike Leona on
It's
Renekton
scary,
on Red
but
Cade.
you know, the combat
It's-
stance of
yeah.
like the Infernal or the Ocean, I feel like in many ways can feel slightly more oppressive.
Definitely, but
You know,
it's
probably
still,
not
yeah.
getting an ult more than once a team fight, unless it's a long team fight. So it doesn't really affect like the team fight to team fight play as much.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at
That's
the
a big
ult.
rel ult,
Big rel ult.
but everyone groups into the
Yep.
And then the
to the
Vel'Koz laser.
Vel'Koz laser. That is scary stuff.
Oh, but
Still going. Oh my god! Look at that Caitlyn damage.
Oh.
What did I just look at?
Vel'Koz.
That's disgusting.
that's tragic.
Oh
They might
no.
just
Andrew's got
retreat
nowhere to
there.
run. Looks like he's gonna attempt to fight his way out of this. But in comes Adrian, and that's the
Yeah.
ace for red team.
Yeah, I think that's game.
Yeah,
They
this
don't
is
want
looking
it to
like a
but
continuously
it's not looking too
uphill
good.
battle. Red team adopting the blue team strat of two-manning Baron, but reinforcements have arrived. Though Arctic getting a little bit chunked,
Yeah, but I mean, they're about to. I
but
guess
they're
Baron's
about to
only
finish
a
it
chicken.
off. Without
Yeah.
a jungler, but they've got practically a pseudo smite Vel'Koz ult, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Arda is playing really well in the Renekton, I feel
both
like.
Arnolds are playing just
Yeah.
really everybody. This is just textbook play from all of
I mean, look,
BCT.
This is why you can't leave up the Vel'Koz, I think. Like, either have to have a plan. I guess the plan was the Skarner, but, you know, the Veigar is too vulnerable to the Vel'Koz, because the Vel'Koz doesn't really need to run into the Veigar at all, so the Vel'Koz can avoid the cage pretty easily and just kill him, which we've seen. And they weren't able to get any ganks off to shut him down, so, you know, he's just a monster. And it's his best champion by far, so, you know, it's like leaving up Annie for Josh. You just don't do it, I feel like. Or you'd need to have a good plan for if you're gonna do it. Oh my god, the 4 level difference between the junglers, that is so
That
rough.
is a little unfortunate. Ooh, that's gonna be a good suppress though, but
I
mean, like, just that- like 4 levels up and all
Yeah.
that damage and all that everything, the
Oh, no.
Sterax, the R, the healing, the Q, the Gore Drinker, you're not dying. And I can,
Oh boy.
yeah. And for all of my critiquing about Kane forms, there's one thing I failed to mention. Doesn't matter which form you're on, if you get fed as Kane, like as you're seeing here,
It's
it works.
impressive. Yeah.
Like, not just works, but it works insanely well.
It's oppressive, yeah. Not quite the victory lap yet, but it's not looking good. It's a
Yeah,
10k
it's,
gold.
Yeah, and
Uh,
their blue team the clock is ticking for blue team. There's an Elder in 2.5 minutes, and if they're not capable of contesting by then, it's going to be a really tough one.
You need a miracle steal from 3 levels down, you know?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Potentially a Veigar like W or something. I don't know. I don't even know if that'll do enough damage at this point in the game.
Yeah, I mean, how many stacks does Josh have on his,
Let me see. He's got 146.
Okay.
I mean, doesn't this W scale have a lot of AP scaling anyway, to where like that could actually do a lot of damage?
Does 552
Ooh.
right now. So it's not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anywhere
no, I
near
think
We'll need a
it
miracle.
right
Oh man.
this game.
And it
This
looks like
fight?
Rel, yeah, everyone's
looks like
dead.
game.
There's a laser and a Kate ult.
This looks like game.
Yeah, that looks like it's game. Oh, and down goes Dario by
that's
the
the
looks of it
ace,
too, with
and that's
the
the game.
Adrian ults. Death on 2 sides of the map, and
Or maybe
there's
not.
nowhere to run.
Okay, it's not actually quite game yet, I guess. I'm calling it too early. But it's you know.
I mean, the Skarner is respawning, but like,
Skarner's up still. He's not
you
dead.
can still get, say, Dove. there's demolish here. They can probably take the turrets. Super.
Yeah, I think it's triple inhib. Maybe they end. Actually, yeah.
People are starting to respawn, so it's not over. But one bad fight, and this could really be it. And they're right in the base. Disengage may not be what they're but may not be what they're looking for.
They're too far behind.
They're way too far behind.
Yeah.
And that looks like it's game.
Well,
that is brutal. Oh my goodness, that hurts. Man, that I think my Discord crashed.
well, no,
I'm
it's
not 100% sure. Okay.
it's a bug with the client where when the game ends.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. I thought it was my Discord too.
No, you're good.
Give us a second, folks. And we are back, folks. 1 second. Stu, would you like to do the honors?
Lily, you are our player of the series for tonight.
Okay. Corn tortilla chip.
Yeah,
Blue corn tortilla chip, player of the
blue corn
series.
tortilla player of the game. Hello.
Congratulations on the victory. I mean, I think this is the most exciting series we've had thus far. That was a lot of fun to watch.
That game 2 was legendary.
That game 2 was beautiful.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
I'm happy I saw the Kane game 3. I'm really happy I saw Kane.
Yeah, no, that was shout out to you, my man. That was all you. Your soul, I felt you in my hands. Every time I pressed Q and healed for half of my HP, I was like, Matt in me.
Well, I am honored.
Yeah,
I'm honored to hear that.
How do you feel about the series?
Game 1, fucking legendary. Well, actually, I was a little bit tilting because my team wouldn't let me play actual Kindred. They made me play like cringe Kindred, so like I couldn't go like whatchamacallit? The fucking slow. No.
Oh.
I couldn't go the glacial augment into Stridebreaker build into like full booster.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to go crit.
So they stopped you from trolling, in other words.
No, they stopped me from winning the game faster.
Oh, okay, I see.
Second game, we don't talk about that. We've had words to say in our team. Basically, it was nobody's fault except for I'm trying to like name one person who like most certainly it was not their fault. But then like I can't do it because like no matter who I say, it just sounds mean. I'm not gonna flame any of my teammates because I love all of them.
It was a team effort.
Yeah, exactly. Third game,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, the Kane was pretty massive the third game. The Kindred was pretty massive the first game. Like,
and even the Nidalee, that was
I
Second
think
game
Nidalee
too,
was
just
strong too.
consistently really amazing performance in the jungle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, what's your like thought
Nidalee.
process for picking jungle champs like into a game?
Alright.
Like, what are you thinking?
So I'll run it through. I'll give you guys the insider info.
All right.
First game, we were like, all right, we're like a full like team fight comp. You know what we have? We got Leona, we got like Ornn, we got like Orianna, so much AoE CC. We got like Kai'Sa, so much like damage. And there's like, you know what? We got enough like engage, we got enough CC. Lily, how about you pull out your massive 12-inch penis and play a carry? So I'm like, all right, Kindred, let's go. It's time for the Stridebreaker. But then they didn't let me do that, so like whatever. I don't know what happened. Game 2, they're like, all right, let's run it back. And then someone said like, hey Miguel, want to play most worthless champion in the entire game? And no flame to Miguel. I love my man, right? He almost carried, but Ezreal's garbage. So I'm like, all right, time for the Nidalee pick.
The blind Ezreal was a little questionable. I feel like.
No, I mean, honestly, it wasn't really like Miguel's fault. It was more just like the draft was a little bit unfortunate. Yeah. The Nidalee, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just cracked. Third game, we're like, all right, you know what's really cool? They didn't ban Vel'Koz, and we banned out the enemy mid laner who we know only plays like shorter range mages.
Yeah.
So we're like, that's a really good matchup for Vel'Koz. And we saw the Lucian. It was like, oh, that's a pretty short range ADC. You know, we saw like the Skarner, we saw the Rel. They're going dive comp, baby. They're going like full. We're just gonna tank your face, and we're just gonna like kill all of you. So I'm like, you know who tanks really don't like to see? Fucking Ross. So I was like, pick me the Kane, baby. And they're like, all right. Entire thought process. I trust Arlen's Vel'Koz. I trust it. All right. I'm like, you're gonna fucking carry this game. And I'm just going to be a meat shield for you, and then that's what happened.
Yeah, I like what I saw because I would have tricked myself into going blue cane and not had a good time. So
Yeah,
I'm glad I saw. I was enlightened by seeing just the kind of work that red cane can do in two comps like those.
It's like this, man. I got like the Caitlyn, I got like the Vel'Koz. All right, they both have like 10,000 range on their autos and abilities. What you got in your team? What you got in your team? Fucking Lucian, fucking like Sivir, like Veigar. Yeah, let me stand right next to you as Vel'Koz and let you kill me. No, like the only way they win that game is if they jump on the Vel'Koz, if they jump on the Caitlyn. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm just gonna you're gonna have to jump on me first, and then Vel'Koz presses R, and then you all die. You know? Yeah, it's the brain.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, I checked the stats. Arland did 32,000 damage, 32,000, which is twice
33.
As much.
33.
Yeah, basically, which is twice as much as the next person. So.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of damage.
Hey, shout out to Arlen, my man. Hard put on the carry pants the last game.
So now that you've had a couple series to play with your new team, how do you feel about it? Do you like it?
I hate every single player on the team individually and as a collective. Miguel does nothing but make shitty calls and run it down. Arctic can never win lane, even when he's up against a hard counter.
All right.
I'm obviously joking. I love all of you guys.
Okay, would you like to make any comments for the folks back home? Any friends? Family?
Who are we playing next round?
Hold on, I'll find that for you.
Can look at the schedule.
I mean, either way, everyone at home, the weak fear the shadows. Kane 2021.
Fear controls them.
Taste their fear. That's Cossacks.
Your team won?
We are team 1, yes, and our team did
playing
won.
Golden Gamers, which is Juan, Robert, Dixon, Sean, and Elijah.
Oh, Dixon. Get ready to really feel the jungle disparity.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming.
Fighting words.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for, I guess, picking me instead of like fucking Ardit, I guess.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Cool, folks. So that was gonna be the series. Fantastic one at that. Thank you very much for our casters. Would you guys like to say anything before we end?
I mean, that was so much fun to watch. Honestly, I had a great time.
It was
I enjoyed casting it with. I wouldn't pick it. I don't think I'd pick anybody else to cast this with. So thanks you guys for. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be it from us, folks. Tune in for our next game tomorrow, which will be Peppa Pigs versus Golden Gamers, I believe.
All right. Exciting stuff.